Good evening, sim racing fans. Welcome back to the 24 Hours of Lemons iRacing League. Back from a little hiatus. Ryan Bauer, bearded sim racer, here bringing you all the action. Mental's with me, and Lady A. What's going on, everybody?
Not much. Just drinking my last Michelob Ultra. I've been kind of buzzed for the past couple of hours, so hell yeah. I also don't have iRacing on my laptop, so I'm happy to be in a booth tonight.
Absolutely. First off tonight, we have the No Pedal, No Wheel Challenge. We're here at Pocono on the old Pocono on the International Road Course layout. So, good times there.
Is it sunrise or sunset? Because it kind of matches where I'm at right now.
It is sunrise. It is 6 a.m. It's Nate Levine time here at Pocono. 6 a.m.
Nate Levine time. Looking at Harris there in his very happy Mazda.
What's up, Mental? How you doing, man?
I am great. How are both of y'all?
Good. Enjoyed the time off, but glad to be back. How are our three-pedaled mafia friends doing at Thompson this weekend?
I've been in the garage all day, and I had not had a chance to check. Early on, all three cars, they were running the Mazda, the infamous Betty, and the Cressida. They finished Saturday in the top 10. Thompson has a Jesus hour, and what they do is actually they don't even start racing until 11 on Sunday. So it's always a short day on Sunday. iRacing regular and just all around Lemons guy Alex Levinson was driving Betty along with Amanda's car and had a slight incident where he ran into the Cordoba.
Oh no.
Yes, but the Cordoba literally didn't flinch. It actually got a damage from another on racing track, and it's that they were able to put Betty back out. But I know Betty was threatening for first, and of course Amanda Tully was the last time I checked was in third. So I should check all of this out. I neglected this. But the Mazda lost a clutch, unfortunately.
Man.
So.
Oh no.
F's in chat for the Mazda's clutch.
Yeah, like a.
Get up on two wheels. Nice.
Two wheel motion, baby. And a little bit of Randy Bish on the side of Ron Harrington's ride.
Everybody needs a little Bish on the side.
That's true.
So, as everyone is signing in, because I know you're brokenhearted, the Olympics are over, but just in time, literally, as the closing ceremonies are wrapping up in Tokyo, it's just here for Season 2, 2021. Of your I Suck at Racing League, brought to you by Top Flight Computers. In fact, everything you're looking at brought to you by Top Flight Computer. Yokohama Tires, we don't know why, but we're really, really happy they're on board with the 24 Hours of Lemon. Of course, Bearded Sim Racer Productions. Now, we've all been taking time off, but Bearded Sim Racer has been added. Didn't you cover another championship just recently?
Lots of leagues and big races, and we have a Retro 500 coming up on Labor Day with 87 cars.
I saw that. Yes, the 87 NASCARs, and that's actually like $500 for the winner.
Yes, sir. It should be a good time.
Real money. That's awesome. I hope Uncle Dave Carpenter makes it out now. He's driving back from Thompson right now as we speak, but I'd love to see him go out there. Him and Aaron both have demonstrated capability in the online NASCAR realm.
Nice. You love to see it.
So we've also, of course, we've got Advanced Racing Development and the Faith Insurance Agency. Why Faith Insurance? Because yeetage happens, and when yeetage happens, you're going to want to make sure that you're covered.
Mm-hmm.
Life is going to yeet you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hopefully not tomorrow on my way back to my Old Dominion home, of course.
So where are you now?
I am currently in Louisville. I just finished my last day at the NSRA Street Rod Nationals, and
excellent.
Yeah, my dad and stepmom's house on their porch, chilling with the sun set, and my last Michelob Ultra. I've had a few. I'm debuzzing right now as we speak.
Nice.
Yeet.
Yeah, you're a bit of a hardcore. I remember you were at LS Fest a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah, it was last year, actually. I was there because my biggest client didn't have their LS Fest in the West, so they asked if I was going to go for the original recipe. I was like, sure, yeah, I'll do that. We'll be doing that this year. I'll be spending my time getting my RAV4 fixed finally at Hamza's house. So.
Excellent. So I was just going to say, don't be fooled by her McLaren and all of her well-liveried race machines. At her core, Lady A's a redneck. Loves
That's right.
big V8s.
Got even my scarf, baby. Oh, Benjamin Fields spinneroonies in his Zebra V.
Yeah.
I can't see it because my time is now.
You see, it is a zebra livery. It's interesting living out in Nevada. You get a lot of the manufacturers come out here for the phasing of their testing of new models, and that'll be they'll use those camo patterns. Just 3 weeks ago, about 3.5 weeks ago, I sent Steph Schrader images of the new Jeep Grand Cherokee. They hadn't started advertising it yet. I think they literally started advertising the next day, but they were at a gas station on my way home from work just after midnight, and that kind of the manufacturer's camo, most likely on their way up to Death Valley to do some hot weather testing.
Oh, yeah.
The Buzzin' Hornist is making a comeback tonight. Tyler here rocking the French horn, loading in.
Outstanding. Yes, Tyler has been, he's made a rather successful jump to meat space racing from iRacing. He joined a team at Gingerman. They actually got, I want to say they got Judge's Choice. They were doing quite well. Then they had a mechanical failure. But Judge Eric was a big fan of their Fisher-Price dial-a-phone theme. You can find it, and I believe they were featured in the Gingerman Round video. And I think he snuck off to another track day, and to hear him talk, yeah, he is full and well hooked.
Hooked indeed.
Yep.
So it looks like Matt Sitko is using an old Sidewinder joystick, so that should be fun. Looking through to see what everybody's using tonight.
Do a barrel roll.
Right. Stunt Granny has some type of laser pointer thing that I guess translates to mouse movement. Maybe, I don't know what that thing is, but
we'll see
if Jason
kitties.
shows up. Yeah, good times. Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, see, now that feels like something, like an evolution of the dog powered Arduino that we tried many times. If you could attach one with a big enough wire to your cat, and then use a laser pointer to get your cat out, on the wall.
Whoever Almighty Dave is rocking a Wiimote and a nunchuck. Nice.
Ooh.
Now that's impressive.
Yes. Just
contact.
Speaking, I was gonna say, let's see, Brian Shrivner in the Lucky Strike. Not so lucky, of course.
I think it's an unsafe pit
Or
exit.
maybe it's
strike out.
Yeah, maybe it's
I think he got a little lost.
Yeah.
Entering.
Lost in translation. Lost in music.
He was looking for the tri-oval that Pocono was famous for.
Oh, yeah.
Where's turn four, man?
Yeah. I looked at some old races and I didn't see that what turn 4. Is that like a new, like how new is it?
Last 10 years for sure.
Yeah,
Last 10 years?
I don't know. I do. My car has actually been at Pocono.
Nice.
I purchased my current daily driver from Chris and Chrissy, my co-host on the Everyone Racers podcast, and Chris had purchased this car to do the 2016 One Lap of America, and part of that tour was at the Poconos, and he was, I want to say he told me 158 was the what he saw the other side of, and he said it had a little more in there, but it gets unsettling at that speed.
For sure.
He just came out of it a bit. The car purchased is the P030 option of the AMG, which removes the 155 mile an hour chip limiter.
Nice.
And I can verify that the car does not shut off at 155. I'm told it's 185 or 188. I have not found enough road to test that yet.
Oh,
Nicholas say, I'm sad to say that there are no Saturns in iRacing at all.
we wish. We do.
We wish.
And you know, I saw a tweet the other day. One of the developers says they're actually working on rain.
Yes, sir.
Handling dynamics of rain.
By
I figure
December,
if they're
apparently.
doing that, if they're doing that, why can't I have a Saturn?
I know. Just give us an SC2. That'd be cool.
Or an Ion Redline.
That's right.
That's a fast car.
Oh yeah, or a Sky Redline, because I like the Sky. I like rear drive. That was
There
a
you
pretty
go.
nice
Just
car.
just take the Solstice and add a supercharger. Bam.
Exactly.
Sky Redline. Boom. That
No.
just happened.
No Solstice. There you go.
You're welcome, iRacing.
You're
You're solving
welcome indeed.
More of your problems.
Yes. I'm gonna go grab my final Michelob Ultra Tall Boy. I'll be right back. And there's hit
Tyler.
French Horn.
Oh,
Tyler's Snake with
there's-
French
there's
Horn.
Young Tyler.
All right, I'll be right back.
As Tyler is tooting away on his French horn, had a great conversation with him recently via text message. He was at the EAA Air Show because he is a northern Midwesterner, and of course the Oshkosh Fly-In is a big event up there. And he got to sit in the cockpit of an EC-130 gunship, and I believe he might be looking to make a career addition to his current pursuit of an aviation career.
It's fantastic. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to have a straight face and not laugh right now. It's incredible what he's able to do with this thing.
First, playing the French horn in and of itself is not easy. It is a notoriously challenging instrument. And the fact that he can do it with enough precision to actually control the direction of a car.
He's getting around the track. He's getting around.
Yeah.
There he goes.
In middle school, I played the trombone, and I couldn't do it successfully enough to actually have people recognize it was a trombone. So I went back to the clarinet.
Okay. Yeah, I played trombone for a long time. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I started out in clarinet, and then it was 6th grade, and I caved to the peer pressures of the young junior high crowd and decided I needed to be a more butch instrument, and tried the trombone for a semester. It did not work. I went back to the clarinet in 8th grade, which realizing I should have just stayed there because I was the only guy in the clarinet section, which was full of girls. And in 8th grade, suddenly that mattered in a way that it hadn't before.
Right.
Ooh.
I'd like to thank Tyler Stank for the in-race entertainment tonight.
I know. I saw that camera. I was not expecting that. I thought it was just a still for a moment.
So if
streaming
you're
on
playing
Twitch.
an instrument and you're watching this and someone's needling you that your instrument isn't, tough enough or doesn't fit whatever preconceived notion, they're wrong. You do what makes your heart happy.
Exactly. If you're tough enough,
Exactly. He's doing that. He's doing a good
Years
job. He's
later,
keeping it
I
on
would
the
actually
pavement.
take my own advice, and I took a yoga class when I was in college. Had I not been dating my wife, that would have been a brilliant move for a single person.
Indeed. You play that French horn, Tyler?
Hell yeah.
He's got good control with his car over that, so you go, boy. And your tepid T Miata, which is very freakily happy to be a Miata. I always thought the NCs were like, okay, you guys, you're creepy. You're very creepy. My favorite's the NB.
I like the latest ones, especially the RFs. I think they're really cool. But I'm a classic person, so I'm an NA guy at heart.
Gotcha.
1.8 though, not a 1.6. But I appreciate all of the Miatas. In fact, my other co-host, Jeff, him and his brother just recently drove. They found on the Grassroots Motorsports message board, they found an NC for sale, and they drove out there, and it had a handful of issues. What a very honest ad, but it was a steal. And if they hadn't bought it, I was going to, even though I'm a whole country away. But they bought it, drove it back, and now Jeff's nephew is taking their NA Miata, the infamous Miracle Miata that they bought for the Babe Rally 10 years ago, and is still running, and is going to go through and fix it up.
Got an all black Volkswagen. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I wish I made a punishment livery for that.
Oh, look at that. Kevin Hester's the heck with this.
Yeah,
nothing. I'm out of here.
Right hand drive too, no less. That's cool.
Now, is his brother here? Because I do notice that he's got the infamous "Don't drive like my brother" livery. There it is. Okay.
Livery, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, looks like they're matching drive lines too. Left, right hand drive.
I think all of the that spec Miata is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That spec, not spec Miata, but that spec of Miata is a good one. And it should go. We should go ahead just while we're here. I don't see him listed, but the good Mr. Schlavine, who's now given us yet another glorious season. So if you're watching this, pop over to Facebook. Go ahead and open another window. Leave this one up. It's fine. Pop over to Facebook and check out the Lemons iRacing League. And he's got the whole schedule up there. It's going to be some great stuff. You know what? And I'm saying you should do these things, and I should do it myself because I'm actually really geeked to get another roller derby. That's the one I'm looking forward to. I think that is just.
The
awesome
Bish has
sauce.
entered the building. What's up, Randy?
Well, hey, Randy. How you doing? Yeah!
Race Hale, praise Dale, burn down Applebee's.
Burn it down, baby.
So this is a first of 4 races tonight. This is the No Pedal, No Wheel Invitational. And then we're going to be headed to the Concord Speedway, which is a little half-mile version of this Pocono, actually, the oval here, for the Door Slammer Side Impact Airbag Edition. It's going to be the Mustangs and the Kias. Good times. And then we'll have 2 races.
I do believe the Kias are suffering. They are not suffering, but they are burdened with a power issue, to keep it honest. Yes.
Oh.
If you look over in the text, there is the incident involving Black Betty in the Cordova, courtey of our man.
Cordova was here.
I did it stupid.
Yes, that's a lovely. Alex owns his boo boos. He's an honest racer and a lot of fun.
Mr. Sitko, I am feeling your Flaming Hot Cheetos V-dub.
There you go.
I did it stupid. Cordova was here.
Cordova.
I know.
Wish I had that on.
I know what I want for my automobile.
I want that rich Corinthian leather.
We really do need that little 3-note trumpet series as a pre-recorded thing to play.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Should be able to locate that in a certain Lemons wrap-up video and record it.
Or worst case, just honestly, records it with a kazoo.
Or honestly, just I think the view of that commercial has tripled since the first Cordova showed up in Lemons, because if you type COR into YouTube, at least my YouTube, it finishes with Cordova.
Oh, Benjamin Fields slides again. You'll get it, boy. Don't worry. You'll get your beat.
There we go. We really need meat space themes based off of old commercials. I feel like we've got the Cordova down pat, and the next one we need is the 90s Sears air conditioning commercial that played for about 12 years.
Hey, Randy, do you see yourself on this car?
Normally I'm good with that. I don't see him. I see McAfee.
McAfee, that's right, yeah.
John McAfee is not dead. John McAfee is in the protective custody of OnlyLands.com LLC Incorporated.
Yes, he's working in my shop right now, but in my car is for the Sundero next week.
And oddly enough, there is absolutely no threat of cyber incident now that John McAfee's working at Only Lambs. However, everyone has a strange growing itch they can't explain.
I'm going to send my boys and girls out to get their shots next week. Don't worry about it.
And what I need from an automobile, I know I get from this new Cordoba.
Doo-doo-doo.
Exactly.
I got Mr. Stunt Granny, Jason Grafton, his rookie Solstice. I'm not sure that's an improvement, but, whatever. Oh, and he Giga Blast. Oh, and Tyler Stink almost Giga Blast.
Excellent.
Different Giga Blasts, yeah.
Oddly enough, since this has become such a punchline, my internet has been strangely stable. So I'm wondering if some social media person went, "Oh my God, they're mocking us."
Yeah.
They saw the Alfred Hitchcock's Giga Blast car and went, "No, we draw the line here. No further."
Yes. You know what?
Yeah.
In the Sitco Olympics I did last week, I didn't Giga Blast either, and my internet doesn't belong to me at all. So, hey, all right.
If anyone is getting ready to join this race and they're listening to this broadcast, it would be worthwhile, if you haven't themed your car already, as a Marquee Post memorial, because I just learned that Miss Post herself passed away. Now, granted, she was 70, so she had a great life, but Marquee Post has passed away.
Oh no, Night Court, yo.
Exactly.
Heart,
and also, just recently, she was on the Chicago PD. She was one of the mothers. Yes.
Okay. Because my modern day watching is MAV TV and Motor Trend shit, so I had no idea. But damn, Marky, you in my heart, babe. Hanging out with that skeezy lawyer in Night Court. I forget who played him, but yeah.
Dan Larroquette or
Dan Larroquette, John Larroquette, yeah.
Dan, of course.
Dan was his character name. Yep. Dan Felding.
In fact, when he was on Night Court, I believe that was right after he'd gotten sober.
Oh shit! Way to go!
Yeah,
homie.
he's been in recovery for a number of years.
Unlike Tyler, who is mowing the lawn. About to mow that Armco too. No, he got it. He got it. There you go. First time I don't think I've ever seen what Tyler Stink looked like before, so cool. I like that camera. Oh, flaming hot. Got on top. No.
Wow. It just and he puts him back on all four. There it is.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Replay, baby.
So we've got the damage turned off for this. No pedal, no wheel, which is awesome.
Of course.
You'd love to see it.
It'd be worse if we had it on.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, we were talking about Ms. Marquis. I was thinking like Biz Marquis, and it's like, you got what I need.
That too.
Rest in peace to that homie too.
So just under 2 minutes here in the warm-up before we start the No Pedal, No Wheel Invitational.
How long
Nicholas,
I don't know.
We have actually asked that question many, many times. I believe he does have the courtesy of warning them when he's going to do it. So,
and there you go. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Holy shit! Pork chop sandwiches.
I don't know that reference.
Okay.
It was a series of internet
just
videos.
go for the G.I. Joe public service announcement and then just knock yourself out.
Actually, if you just go to YouTube and you type in pork chop sandwiches, it'll come up.
Well, speaking of G.I. Joe,
and that has become a deep internet reference because in the Venture Brothers 23, whenever he is not in his henchman costume, often wears a T-shirt that says pork chop sandwiches.
Okay. I'll have to watch those episodes. I did notice, though, that one of the billboards at Pocono Circuit 2008 has U.S. Air Force billboard.
Yes.
Be about that flying.
Before Congress decided that they couldn't sponsor racing.
Oh, that's okay.
It was something stupid.
Let's see how Stunt Granny's doing. He's doing okay. As okay as you can with a rookie. I have to ask, is the rookie solstice even slower than the regular one?
Yes.
Oh, I am so sorry. Oh,
Nice wheelie.
Yeah, nice
sweet.
wheelie off the wall there, man. Just to the late dirt
That's the
model.
only way a Pontiac's ever going to do a wheelie.
These days, yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, after this we'll have the throwdown at Concord, the door slammers, and then we'll head to Crandon, which is an dirt off-road track for 2 races with the Formula V. So that should be fun.
Oh, hell yeah. Stay and learn, but yes, you did. Yes, you did, Sam. You learned about the pork chop sandwiches.
So, just to update everyone on the actual meat space race that wrapped up at Lake Chagagagog, Margargagog, Argargagog.
Please, sir. It is pronounced Lake Chargagagog, Manchagagog, Chabuna Gungamog.
The overall went to Boston Winers. This is their 2nd win this year, and as this is after quite a long time, they had their first one at Pitt earlier. Momrath, the infamous Amanda Tully, finished 2nd. 3rd was the 3-Paddle Mafia in Black Betty. That is
Nice.
and let's see, and in 9th place, Uncle Dave and AA Ron with the Cressy. And unfortunately, the Mazda 3 finished on the trailer with that aforementioned clutch issue. Scooby Doobies, the Maserati, Monkey House Racing, Bazinga Racing, which is the other 300Z, well now one of the only 300Zs in Lemons, the Knighted Angels, and the Gang Ruins the National Championship in 9th.
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting to think the gang might actually ruin the national championship here.
Oh,
Wait till you see the entry list for Button Willow.
So Matt
You see
Sitko
this air
rolled up
right
in-
here.
Oh, air. Oh, sick ass air for the Zebra Formula V. Yeets. And Matt Sitko in general chat says, I'm sure broadcast would like to know that my button-based sit-up makes the V-dub Beetle. That's what I said in my weird-ass accent. Sound like a slurping duck while breaking. I don't know what accent that it was. I don't think it's Southern, but who knows?
It sounds like a slurping duck. What?
Slurping duck, baby. Quack, quack, shuba, shuba.
I have no words. That's awesome.
I don't either. He's rocking the light boy. Like my light ultra Michelob butt fuck chicken. Let's do it.
Yeah, that is the Beetle Light. That's right.
Yeah.
First time I've seen one of those, yeah.
I mean, they looked at like the OG, so like, I don't know, what's the difference there? The 2 freaky happy boys, different from the regular happy boys, the NBs, getting up on each other, trying to ram each other off the wall, possibly. I can't speak English anymore, but that's okay.
It's still entertaining.
Indeed. Shout out to my VTuber posse who is here tonight. That'd be Pisces. Whoop whoop Pisces. And yeah boy. Whose name I forget. I apologize. I'm a bit buzzed, baby. Don't worry. Oh, we missed a little side check there. Little hip check.
Shortcut.
Shortcut. Yeah, Tyler, I know. I got stuck in the wall with a hay bale at the dirt rallycross track last week.
Oh,
That's the side check I think I was talking about earlier, yeah.
nice.
Thank you, Pisces. I appreciate that you, I can't say the word because, you know, Twitch will ban me and ban you too, but yes, I appreciate that.
I'm not on Twitch.
Ah.
Shit.
Play simp, yes.
That is Eric Rude's generic acknowledgement, understanding, curse, blessing. Shit.
Yeah. Mexico, flaming it up down the tri-oval, the actual tri-oval, as opposed to all the 1.5 mile ones. That's more like a Quinn oval, like Kentucky, and
drops a wheel over.
It's a shame we can't
the wall.
we can't hear the slurping duck noise. You know.
Yeah, that's true. We can't. That's right. We can't hear chat. We can't hear music. We can't hear vroom vrooms. We just got ourselves to entertain ourselves. The unfolded paperclip according to Jim Power. Yeah.
So, Mental, if you take a look in the broadcast chat, a friend of mine showed me a beer that is available called Pork Chop Sandwiches, and I want it for the label art alone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Pork.
That is, and it's deep reference without actually copying the cartoon. Well done.
Oh, damn, that's pretty nice. I hope it doesn't taste like pork chops, because I don't know. Does it?
My wife and I are actually big connoisseurs of state fairs, and the state fair in Oklahoma every year always had a pork chop sandwiches stand. Even I think that stand actually predates the cartoon, but then it just got funnier.
Gotcha. Yeah, I could have gotten a pork chop sandwich at the NSRA Street Rod Nationals this weekend, but it's like, nah, I like beef and I like pizza. The end.
So I had an interesting weekend activity. I recently moved back, the Pittsburgh area. I've been living in Michigan the last few years. Met up with some friends that I hadn't seen in a very, very long time, and in fact, the last time I'd seen them was before I had done any Lemons racing. So trying to recap like 3 years of Lemons racing, just imagine trying, and mentally I think you'll enjoy this, imagine trying to describe the very basis of Dr. Florida Man Donnie to an outsider. Just, sure, 13 beers helped, but man, is it an experience.
13, not 12, not 14.
It helps.
13.
It helps
Speaking
you,
of
I'm
13.
sure, but there's no way it helped them. It's explaining Dr. Florida Man is really kind of like trying to explain in love. You're just gonna have to experience it for yourself.
Yes.
Speaking of 13, this week we will be coming to you on Friday night for a
that's right.
Enduro at Barber, Friday the 13th edition.
Going to Alabama.
Impregnatron.
Impregnatron. Thank you for following.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Interesting username, by the way.
I will be unable to join you this Friday as I will be in just outside of Chicago, Joliet, Illinois, at another Meat Space Lemons race.
Woo, Autobahn.
At Chicagoland?
No. Joliet. Autobahn
Joliet.
Country Club.
Autobahn.
Oh, country. Okay. I was gonna say, and the only track I know is Chicagoland. That's in Joliet. And, well, not
It
anymore.
is.
'Cause-
I remember driving past it to get to from Chicago to get there.
Gotcha.
For both, it was the grid life and doing some instruction, and a number of years ago, racing a 24-hour race there, 2015, I want to say.
Okay.
Yes.
And Impregnatron says it's been a long while since I got this moniker. Well, I guess you like it. So,
Well, we're glad you're here, Impregnatron.
yeah, indeed. Impregnatron us away. Stan Rogers fell down the rabbit hole of pork chop sandwiches. You're welcome, I guess.
Oh, that is the G.I. Joe public service announcement rabbit hole is a great one to fall down. Hey, kids, stop all the downloading.
The one that killed me was the, have you guys seen, I want to say, my pink purse around here? I just really need my cigarettes.
You know, I haven't even dived down that rabbit hole yet. I guess that's my next one.
Yes, and the great thing about GI Joe, especially the whole the subculture, not just those public service announcements, but what Seth Green and the entire Robot Chicken have done with that's some marvelous stuff. The HR department at Cobra, it was great.
Flaming Hot Cheeto Sitco coming around the corner. Pregnatron
Okay,
set.
yes. Pregnatron, if you have that down the road for me, an actual topaz, take a picture of it, go to the 24hoursoflemons.com forums, post it on the 24 Hours of Lemons Facebook page, because Eric Rude has been wanting a topaz for a number of years, and the closest they came was someone actually found a tempo, oddly enough, the second tempo to run in Lemons, and turned it into a topaz, but it wasn't a true topaz. So a real topaz, that if you can make that one last a weekend, that is IOE potential right there.
I hear that's a real driver's car. Current Sir Jackie Stewart.
Yes. It's been designed as a driver's car.
I hope he paid you a bunch of money, Mr. Stewart. I really hope we're dead.
Oh, so good. All right, so you're obviously a fan in Pregnatron. So yes, then yeah, you would be a hero if you could get a topaz. Even just playing a small part in getting a topaz into Meat Space Racing, because I don't think Bill and the physics guys at iRacing are going to be giving us a topaz anytime soon.
Oh, yes.
They won't even give us a Saturn Ion Redline.
Exactly. Bill Nye, the Saturn guy. Bill. Let's see. Hey, Pregnatron, what kind of beer are you popping? Because I just got my Michelob Ultra. Tyler Sink playing his tepid tea Miata around like a fiddle. Ooh, nice hit around the wall.
So if you're just tuning in, either right now as it's live or watching this on YouTube tomorrow, what you're staring at is the No Pedal, No Wheel Invitational, which you can get invited. Just send an email to I Suck at Racing and tell them what kind of not pedal and not wheel setup. A common solution is the infamous Sony joystick controllers, but currently right now we have someone playing a French horn. We have had people using a pickle. What was it? How did you do that with a pickle, Randy? Or then similarly, you also use the electrical resistance of a unloaded shotgun barrel.
Yes, the Dick Cheney special.
There you
shit,
go.
Son.
We've had accelerometers attached to dogs, butter churners, what we call the Mr. Bean special, where someone took their pedals and wheels and then just attached strings to it and controlled it from a comfortable chair farther away from their controls. It wasn't an actual shotgun, just a shotgun barrel. But yes. When you understand ohms and electricity and resistance, which I totally do not, the world becomes your controller.
The world is your oyster.
Mm-hmm. So we've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this.
Yes, Brian, the French horn is live right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how he's controlling his car. That is the car we're looking at right now, the nose view of the Tepid T Mazda Miata. And there is, using various tones, Tyler is able to control the direction of his car. Usually a little better than this, but he's trying to overcorrect.
Exactly.
What is Matt Sitko running right now? Do we know what his setup is?
His setup, yeah. I don't think we do. We just know he's got a flaming hot Cheeto.
I believe it's the old joystick, the really old joystick.
That's right. The Sidewinder joystick.
Okay, so wait a minute. Guitar Hero controller isn't working, so here's the next best thing. AMT SB. Old Microsoft Sidewinder joystick.
Yes, Sidewinder joystick.
There we go.
In the past, also, we've had one of the infamous racing with 90 seconds.
Yes, 90
Sitko
seconds.
is pitting.
Oh, he ran out of fuel.
Let's need some
Oh,
gas.
the Beatles. Oh, the Beatles get no gas mileage. Haha.
Yeah.
And Ron's having to pit.
Oh, Ron has to pit too. Oh no.
Is Ron pulling in? Or is one of the
It looked
one of the
like he
Hessers?
was.
It is. Oh no.
Oh.
So here come the Hessers.
No pedal,
Just
no
a
wheel,
little
Mafia.
bit of drama here for the final lap.
Oh yeah, Matt Sitko's got a bug too.
He had a
goes back
drive-through penalty apparently, but no time in the pit box.
All right.
Yeah. Ron
Okay, so
is
Sid
pitting.
goes back out.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Ron
and
did.
he's floating in the pits.
All right,
And
so
yes-
just a drive-through penalty. So Sitko's going to hang on to his lead.
But for how long? And yes, Spices, we've
It's on the-
had
it's on the final
shotguns.
lap. Yeah.
We've had
Also,
shotguns. we
one
have
of the more
Shih Tzus.
interesting is we had one of our more fervent racers and also a very good meat space racer reprogrammed the CAD bus in his company car, which is a GM product, and use his actual car.
Yes, I remember
Like
that.
sat in his GM car and turned the wheel, mashed the gas and the brakes to drive this race. But they had to use a small dash screen.
I can't think of his name right now, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh, it's Santiago,
Santiago.
Yeah,
That's
Santiago.
right. Yes.
the infamous alien.
Mm-hmm.
What is Matt doing?
He took a shortcut, so he's serving a slowdown before he gets to the
he's so
finish line.
He tried a shortcut.
They're telling us you've got to slow down, or they're going to show us the black flag.
Yeah.
I know.
You've cut
I have
the
a
course.
southern voice for that, but still the same. I like my southern voices, y'all. I don't want my British people.
They say you cut the course.
Oh,
There's
man,
your winner.
Sitko flaming hot all over the wall.
There we
Boink.
go. So there you have it. Matt Sitko, 45 seconds over Ron Harrington.
Mm-hmm. All right, pee time for me. I'll be right back. Enjoy the eat face, y'all. Ugh. Oh, sorry, Riley.
I will say though, one of the better no pedal no wheel controllers we've had early on was definitely the Etch-a-Sketch. The reprogrammed and programmed
Yes.
Etch-a-Sketch was utterly beautiful.
The butter churn was nice too.
Yes, in fact,
I forgot about the butter churn.
Butter churn was fantastic. We didn't get to use it, but the only other person to do simultaneous 24-hour meat space races at the same time brought us a pair of Etch-a-Sketches, and that was going to be one of the penalties was draw me a circle.
Oh, that's
Nice.
That is both cruel and unusual.
But no one got to that point, so we didn't have to use it. And we didn't get to keep the Etch-a-Sketch, so we had to give it back to Mr. Steinkamp. And I see by the presence of Bacon that we have a Soggy joining us via the
Bacon.
Facebooks. Soggy, I sent you a text. I don't know if you saw this. Your Parsh was featured on the Lemons Instagram. And just wondering if it's for sale yet. Asking for a friend. Oh, that's a good yeet right there. That was nice. They're waiting, gets his brother under the nose. The trick to that one, when you've got two cars of the same make, is to tap your brakes, get the nose to squash down so you can wedge up under there. But when he lands, there's another one coming right for him. So he gets no rest for the wicked.
No rest indeed. Ugh. Hi, baby. How you doing? So I got a puppy next to me, too. That's my stepmom and my dad's puppy. His name's Riley. I forget what kind of puppy he is. He's actually like 2 or 3 years old, so. He looks like a cow. He's got the cow coloration. Tell me more about Pepper. I mean, I Hold on a second. I'm gonna flip my pen.
We don't know if she's talking to the dog
He's
or
a
to
Cocker.
us.
I'm talking to y'all now. So Riley is a Cocker Spaniel. Yeah, so. And he's just chilling next to me on my left on the porch with the crickets in the background. He's a good pupper too. Speaking of crickets, just throw some cicadas in and we're good, Ryan. We're good. Good to the last drop. Best part of waking up. Hold on, let me switch to Twitch for a moment because I can't see shit. I guess.
But coming up next, the Door Slam special, the Mustangs and Kias at the Concord Speedway, loading in now.
So, there is I want to say that they had to stagger because the Kias will run away from the Mustangs, so they handicap.
I have some bad news. It's dark.
Oh, like how dark we talking?
Dark enough.
It's pitch black. Yeah, it's pitch black.
No lights.
That might be an oversight. Yeah, hold on here. Let's.
We forgot to pair electric bill iRacing. I'm sorry.
Mustangs have lights.
Yeah.
Oh, the Kias should too. Right? Question mark?
I'm not sure.
I guess we'll find out. I know that if this series happens again after the Sundero, I'm gonna paint myself up a Quick Hands Coffee Machine Kia Optima because I'm driving its successor to K5 right now. Let's see. Let me scroll back to Twitter. Took more beer. I took more beer too in Bragnishan. It's still the same 16-ounce tall boy with a screw-on top of Michelob Ultra.
Why do you hate yourself?
Why do I hate myself? Look, my family loves my dad's side. My dad and my stepmom love Michelob Ultra.
I just see but I mean the giant tall boy. I mean, it has to get like lukewarm by the end of that.
Oh no, I got one of the. So
you're effectively drinking a 40 out of a paper bag.
Yeah, that's true. But except my stepmom and my dad know how to keep shit cold, so they got themselves these insulated coolers, and I'm drinking my shit out of a cooler right now.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this will be wonderful.
It's dark as balls.
Yes, exactly.
Speak for yourself. I keep mine very well lit.
Let's see. But hey, I think the Kias are lit. There's a Chris Schmidt in the Kia. Yeah, those are the.
All right, so the Kias do have headlights.
Hell yeah.
So we've got a short track. This will be fun. Short track, all dark. Again, this just and the spins are just wonderful. This just underscores the absolute brilliance that Mr. Schleveen has put into this series. And season 2 of 2021 proves to be every bit as good as everything leading up to it. This is going to be this is going to be awesome. Now we've got about 60 minutes here in qualifying. So if you're enjoying this, pop over to that 24 Hours of Lemons iRacing Facebook page, or check out iRacing.com. And while you're at it, check out Bearded Sim Racer Productions on all of your social medias, because it's this quality of broadcast with much better commentary across the board.
So you say.
So I say, yes.
Yes. I think we're more entertaining than certain other kids.
Fair enough, yes.
Yes. So I got a T-bone, baby. Ouch. Eric Bird got T-boned in the balls.
And he's on his roof. Wah, wah.
Womp.
So even though damage is turned off, roof is roof. And
true.
you're going
Damage
to
is
either
on for
have
this
to
one.
take.
Oh,
it's
damage is
that's
on.
gonna
Oh,
be
snap.
fantastic. You're going to have to take the toe.
Take the
Or
toe.
hope somebody comes over and flips you back over. But if damage is on, they're not gonna.
I wonder how long a toe
So
is.
we're
at this
looking
track.
at 10-second laps here, or 17-second laps.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
Apologies to the crowd in the stands. I know it's a bit dark because Concord didn't pay their light bill, but things happen.
I think if you look at the crowd, they, I mean, they're not really that into it. A lot of them are just kind of standing there. They're very stoic.
Yeah, they are very stoic. I think they needed a little more Michelob Ultra in their lives.
Oh, this is a racetrack in Concord, wherever this place is.
Yeah, where is this Concord?
They have both kinds
North
of
Carolina.
beer, Bud and
Okay.
North Carolina. Yeah. Really close to Charlotte. Really close to the Charlotte Motor
cool.
Speedway, actually. Yeah,
Nice.
unfortunately, it doesn't exist anymore, but only on iRacing.
Oh, what's on Concord right now?
I think they turned this into a neighborhood, unfortunately.
That's
They're having
right.
issues with noise
Housing
complaints
development.
because
Housing developments. Boo. Lost Speedway. Dale Jr., get on that shit if you haven't already.
Well, if it's not there, you can't even go to it.
Oh, that's true. But, you can memorialize it, I suppose.
Well, and this is the joy that you're seeing with the new business model of the Country Club Speedway.
Country Club.
Well, so a group of, whiny lawyers move next to a racetrack and then start whining about the noise, and ultimately, with all the restrictions,
Yeah.
the track is forced to shut down. Lime Rock is in the death throes right now. True Dodgy Lord Gaming.
Yeah.
If
True
you're a real
Doge.
person, because that really sounds
Doge.
marketing to me, but if you're a real person, thanks for the follow.
I think they
Happy
are.
to see Gunther, Mister.
I love you, Jeff
off-season.
Gordon.
But with the Country Club business model,
Yes.
they build the track. It's full of lawyers that want to have a place to exercise their Ferraris, and then when people move by and start whining about it, they're outgunned.
Yeah.
Okay, well, True Dodge Lord Gaming, I'm glad you're a real person, and I appreciate you answering that. Welcome to Lemon's iRacing.
Freedom
we won't
isn't
get to see
free,
many
came for the
liveries, but
babes.
that was good.
You're not gonna see any babes, Freedom. I'm so sorry. It's dark as dicks in here.
But you get to listen to it, babe.
That's right. You get to listen to me. How you doing, honey?
I see Impregnatron's a legitimate Botswanan businessman. Somebody should really make a team like that.
I know, right?
I heard they were a really good team, but then someone's trying to ruin the national championship, so I don't know how that's playing out. Oh, actually, I do know how it's playing out because it was a beer-fueled idea in New Hampshire, so yeah, it worked out really well.
I will say the best part of the Gingerman rap video from last week was whenever Eric brought us up as the League of Legitimate Nigerian Businessmen, an experienced team of racers. He's like,
In quotes.
oh boy, we've really lowered the bar for some of these words.
Well, Eric is the everything bagel for a reason.
Yes. Mr. Hoosty rocking his rusty syphilis-infected Optima with a Craigslist post.
Impregnatron silly French wizards would go over quite well at a Lemon's race.
Of
I highly
course.
encourage that course of actions. Go find yourself a good used Hyundai somewhere on Facebook
Craigslist.
Marketplace
Or
or
that too.
Craigslist, and as the t-shirt commands, race that mofo.
Or better yet, just hop on board iSuckAt.racing.com and also get an iRacing sub. And you'll have this Kia Optima for free because, hey, iRacing's like that. And you too can race a shitbox in the dark like Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, Mama Kia is wonderful.
Mama Kia, I'ma go again. Gonna crash into this wall.
Well, it sounds like a play on Mamas and the Papas, but
Okay.
I may be diving too deep into this one. This is also the Better Call Saul / Breaking Bad. That's well done.
Is Gordon's real company H. Chris? No. It's something I kind of threw in one day last year. So someone was running number 24. I don't know if it's a Jeff Gordon car or not, but I made like trusted Jeff Gordon's fisherman, and it became a meme. It's a lemons in joke. It's what happens. Lemons in jokes. Roll with it, baby. Just like Matt Sitko did. Oh. Hi.
Okay, see, and you talk about this kind of brilliance right here. Now, that is a great theme, the toilet.
Yes,
but
the toilet.
as we're having this conversation, our man Sagi has offered up one of his many odd French cars, a Peugeot diesel.
Ooh.
That would be perfect for a silly French wizard Canadian team.
Gordon's is real to me.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon's fisherman is a real thing. So is Dick
Yes.
Trickle's F-Sticks.
Yes, don't get that Trickle's F6. It's bad times. Give me a toilet all night.
We have seen the Kia Pet, but I think we've moved past it. There we go. Now there's a silly French
A Concorde,
concept.
yeah.
Yes. There's a French boondoggle for you.
Oh yeah. Rest in peace, Concorde. We love you.
So Sagi a moment ago was telling me to explain why the League of Legitimate Nigerian Businessmen, some of them are somewhat irritated with Mr. Sagi. We have started working on the Simca, and it is a curse upon all mankind, which should never ever ever be given upon anyone.
That's not Sagi's fault, because I knew that car before it belonged to him, and it was a curse then.
Curse then, curse now. That's how. Oh, speaking of curses, Eric Bird, I'm so sorry.
And because he's not actually wrecked, he can't get a tow. So he is stuck on that wall.
He's kind of humping. Oh, now he's gone.
And he was the leader. That's the worst part. He was leading this race.
Well, leading the qualifying, but you know.
And, to return to the infamous Simca, that's actually how I met Sagi 10 years ago.
Oh.
Is the Simca was being hauled across country and stayed at me and a group of friends had a shop in Oklahoma, and it stayed there for a few months until Sagi could get down from Pennsylvania and flat tow it home with his Jeep Liberty diesel, because Sagi's got a thing about cars that run on grease.
Grease is the word.
So if you've got a bad French car, it's because it's a bad French car, not because Sagi did something dishonest.
Right. Aaron Lemon asking if they're running fixed setups on this track. Are they?
I'm going to say yes, if you have no further questions, Ron. Well done this weekend, by the way. Top 10.
Ooh. Way to go, Ron.
But yes, in fairness, Sagi did try to warn us that this is a great big French albatross to wear around our neck, and we went, ooh, French and shiny, and we just did it anyway.
French and shiny.
Exactly. Now, the upside of that is that when you got the Sagi Le Mopar, there are literally only two types of French Mopars, the Talbots, the owners in the United States, actually in North America. There are the Restorers,
right,
and the Lemons Racers. That's it. There's no other people. And as you may have guessed, they hate Sagi with an unbridled passion, because he is taking parts away from them to put in. And now you, Randy, they're taking parts away from these Restorers that they could use to restore their silly little French cars. And you a reverent person, you're sacrificing them to some stupid endurance race. So good on you. You've inherited
Race hell French vroom vroom.
So be proud.
Yes.
Randy.
And to all those aftermarket boys trying to scavenge, start your own shit and you'll be okay, all right? Let's do that. All right, let's go.
Oh, yes. An 84 Le Car would be a wonderful, wonderful vehicle, especially if it comes from Quebec. That you're already going to be starting off in a very favorable position with the judges for any race you would like to show up to.
Yes. Quebec, where they speak French in a weird way.
There are a couple of races not very far from you. There's Gingerman, which not too far out of Detroit. It's been a while, but I know Lemons has been to Brainerd. Let me bring up the schedule of upcoming events. Now, this year is going to be a bit of a challenge because we're emerging from the Rona.
Ooh,
I said we're emerging from the Rona, but we're not.
Has to merge with somebody.
We're just waist deep in Rona.
Waist deep, baby. Delta.
In October at Gingerman Raceway in South Haven, Michigan. I have no idea how far that is from you. This is actually a wonderful event, the Tony Swan Never Say Die Memorial. Gingerman's a great facility, but they do 2 races a year there, and that one is really, really a good one. Or if you're closer to New Hampshire, the Halloween Hoopty Fest. That's a great one.
Play My Hoopty by Sir Mix-a-Lot, by the way, if you do that.
Oh, the Halloween Hoopty Fest is a culture phenomenon in and of itself. For example, Sorry for Party Racing keeps a set of living room furniture there.
Oh,
that the staff of New Hampshire Motor Speedway will set up for them in one of their garages. And everyone just comes by and sits in the living room. They bought it off Craigslist a number of years ago, and the staff at New Hampshire Motor Speedway keeps it in storage in the understanding that they can use it whenever they want. And it's been a wonderful agreement for years now.
Nice. I just finished my 16-ounce Michelob Ultra and didn't even notice because this cooler is pretty weighted. And apparently we're having a Yeet Fest before we even start racing, so you go, homies.
2 minutes left in this qualifying session, and we've got several new users and viewers who need to understand that everything you see on this screen, even though it's dark because they're racing at night, is being brought to you by a top flight computer. Mm-hmm. So if you're into this and you want to try racing, head over to Top Flight Computers. They actually have a gaming setup. They will happily set you up with it. These are some really just high-end, good, well-produced, well-built computers. All the components are going to work together. They're going to give you what you want. It's a great place to start. Check out Nemesis Labs. They've got some great simulators. Advanced racing development. You've got a car in meat space. It needs tires. Why not Yokohama? Because they sponsor this kind of nonsense. And you should support people that sponsors. And if you like this kind of racing, follow Bearded Sim Racer Productions on all of your social medias and see what else he does, because it's not just this.
No.
And of course, Lady A, yes. Lady A is being brought to you by Michelob Ultra.
That's right, Michelob Ultra and Bud Light Platinum. Just the one, though.
Yes, True Dodge Lord Gaming, I am known for being a shameless shill, but here's my thing. These companies are willing to give their time to support things that I enjoy, so yeah, I'm going to shamelessly shill for them because this is awesome. I Suck at Racing is a ton of fun. I have met wonderful people through this, and I've maintained relationships, and many a bad idea has been born of this series. So any company that wants to sponsor it, I'm gonna hype their product.
Hell yeah. And Hesser, go to YouTube when you have time. Go look up Michelob Genesis. And you're going to see a very intense ass ad for beer with Genesis is tonight as the theme song. You're like, damn, you're trying to sell me beer, but it's like dark as fuck. Okay, Phil. Okay.
Yeah, I was around when that whole advertising series was new.
Oh my god. I was a kid when that might have played in my eye for 5 seconds. Damn. Michelob,
Flying Monkeys Sparkle Puff 10.3. Proper. Damn.
Proper.
Well done, sir.
Tribe Called Quest, proper. 'cause tonight, I can't
the completely dark racetrack really highlights the spins and the rolls. It's
I
wonderful.
know.
All right, 15 seconds left in the qualifying here. We are at Concord Speedway, which only exists in this imaginary iRacing space because it has been paved over and turned into some cookie cutter, god awful neighborhood with an HOA that probably doesn't allow race cars anyway.
All those Karens. Those Karens need to be loosened up with some bourbon, bitch.
My wife told me what the male equivalent of a Karen is, but I forget.
Probably a Kyle or a Jason or some shit.
No, it was actually just you want to say a Ken,
My
but
vote would be
it's something else.
Richard.
Yes,
Richard,
exactly.
that makes
There
sense.
it is. You know what? Even if it's not Richard, I'm totally gonna go with the Richard.
I'll go with it too. Or Darren, Paul. Well, if you're talking about Paul Tracy
No,
and his shoe fetish.
Paul's the opposite of a Karen.
That's true.
Paul's usually the person that's going to get a Karen wound up just for the entertainment value.
Yes. Especially if his name is Paul Tracy. Shoe fetish. Tell me how much shoes
so
taste.
we're starting this pacing lap.
Kyle drinks Monster and Princess Dryball.
What is
Richard wants to
our
be mentor.
total?
17 machines.
Okay, 17 machines split between Mustangs and Kias.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like
Now
nine
the
Kias and 8 Mustangs.
There you go. So right down the middle, the Kias, all leading, but they are subject to a. And he had the rules up on the thing, but I just haven't read them because I'm from Georgia and I don't like to read.
That's
So
okay.
the Kia
I'm
carries
buzzed. I
a
don't
power
agree either.
penalty, but it runs half a second faster than the Mustang. So
There it is.
multi-class race.
So this is going to be interesting. Now we can say it's a class race, but we all know that
multi-class.
the only thing that matters is overall. But we've got 17 cars, so Lady A, I need a number between 1 and 17 right now.
117, I will give you 9.
9 is going to be our true winner.
That's right. So hold on to that lead, number 9. Or that non-lead, I should say. Sit goes somewhere in 12th. Man, who would have thought, some Mustangs, some Kia Optimas are all going to work, and no, you're going to race in a tri-oval and it's fucking dark, motherfucker. At 100 miles per hour at some straights. Nice. I didn't think you could do that on here, but there you go.
Those Kias got some snot.
They do. Now, Adam, I can't pronounce his last name, but he's got a North Korean livery, Juicy Fruit, Jusha. Yeah, it's somewhere out there. You should check it out.
Waryaika?
Yes, that guy, yeah. He's somewhere out there. That's Mr. Nicholas and his great poupon. Do you have any great poupon? But of course.
For me too.
There he is.
There we go. So we
Yeah.
got a North Korean sponsored.
Juicy fruit. The taste is
Juicy.
consistent. Yes.
There we go. Which, if it wasn't North Korea, that would be racist. But since they're a totalitarian
Okay.
regime, it's just
Yes.
funny.
And a tragic nuclear power regime. Juicy fruit. That's the taste that's going to move you to a work camp.
Also, in Pregnatron, yes, a 1990 Cutlass Sierra. Judge Eric will get all kinds of mushy about what.
Oh, someone hit the wall there for a month.
There is one running in the southern half of the United States that it's a Buick Century, which they're all the same car, that has been running a BMW paint scheme on clearly somebody's grandfather's Buick Century. And it is amazingly not tragic. It will go out there and turn laps longer than probably any actual new Buick Century ran.
Dude.
Okay, I'm going to say this, even though I know it's probably not going to translate on there, but Sam Rogers really has a great tagline for that Juicy Fruit car, the taste that compels you to mandatory action.
I love that.
Because it is now the time of the great and glorious Juicy Fruit.
Yes, Juicy Fruit. Self-reliance, even though we need to borrow money from China, but no, we're going to ignore that. Don't shut the fuck up about China. We don't talk about China.
And of course, it's got the lime and the coconut.
Rest in peace, Zach. We love you, babe. Those iron dicks were hard to kill. I suppose. Tea time for me. I know it's 12 minutes. We're good, so I'll be right back.
Those Iron Dukes are hard to kill, but on lemons, they do not do well. But they, any Iron Duke in anything will automatically get you put in Class C. It's a loophole, the Iron Duke loophole. So you put an Iron Duke in anything, you're going into Class C. Duclos, a mere 4 seconds behind, and a half second behind that, Mr. Pullman. But Mr. Byro has run away with this one. It's a 17-second course, and he is a third of the lap up, a mere 5 minutes into this race. That's IOE gold in Pregnatron. An Iron Duke and a Lacar somewhere in a Denver hipster suburb. Judge Phil just got an erection and he doesn't know why.
Oh, he knows why.
I don't know if the Iron Duke is the only power plant. If you have a dual engine and the Iron Duke is actually propelling the car rather than, you know what, actually if it's just running and sitting there as ornamentation, that would probably get you some points. But it would have to run the whole race. When I first started Lemons Racing in 2000, a little over a decade ago, there was a group out of Texas that was running a series of rotary powered vehicles. One of them was a second generation RX-7. Now, they had a 4x4 sheet of plywood mounted to an articulating pneumatic ram. So every time they touched the brakes, the brake lights came on, it would articulate the ram, and a 4x4 sheet of plywood would lift from a flat position to a completely vertical position, acting as an air brake as they would come into a corner. But they needed a compressor to make sure that the pneumatic arm always had pressure. So they had a pancake compressor in the hatchback area of the RX-7. But of course, the compressor needed to be electrified in order to maintain adequate air pressure to keep the pneumatic arm. So on the other side of the hatchback, there was a Honda generator that was running just to power the pancake compressor. So at every pit stop, they would have to fill their tank and then also have to fill the Honda generator.
Yes.
So if you had an Iron Duke running some sort of ancillary nonsense that was functioning the whole time, yes, IOE gold.
Oh, what happened around that corner there?
And go back because even afterwards, we get another full loop of this. Here we go. Carnage right in the midpoint. So just bounces off the wall, lands on all fours, but it comes around. Now the Mustang's getting booted. It's just starting to settle out. The Mustang comes down on the quarter, and then disaster. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, Ron Harrington and his Tiger Woods
he is going into space.
Yes. Almost. Didn't quite go there yet. to the moon with the Dogecoin, indeed. I cashed out my Dogecoin because it was crashing, so I don't know.
All right.
Maybe it's climbing.
All right. This is a 15-minute race, correct, Bearded Sim Racer?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm seeing Mr.
Halfway.
Byro there is more than 6 seconds ahead of everyone. And I feel like
he's gotta
if
survive.
continues,
He's gotta
if this
survive
continues
another
for
7
another
minutes.
2 minutes and 16 seconds, he's going to have to get a "you're too good" penalty.
That's
Uh-oh.
specific. Okay.
So yeah, if the 2/3 of the race, they're that far ahead in the lead. We're just going to have to lemons this up a little bit.
Let's see. Well, I'm
All right,
trying
Aaron Smith doing his level best to get around that other Mustang, but he is clearly
Battle for the
being
Mustang
blocked.
lead right there. Him
Battle
and
for the
Tyler
Mustang.
Stank.
Oh, so Tyler is just in his making that Mustang as wide as he can.
As in Pegatron, if that was a Mustang that they saw, it'd be more like a Pegasus at that point.
Oh,
Oh.
rewind. Look out. Oh, no.
Oh, no! Into the wall.
Dun, dun, dun. And Tyler pulls away.
Brim, brim.
6th overall, 3 laps behind your leading Kia, Tyler Stank, in the Mustang lead.
Yeah.
And here's our current leader, 6.5 seconds ahead. And if that continues for another 65 seconds, they're getting a penalty because
Yes.
we can do that.
That's right. You get that on these big jobs, big boy. Hell yeah.
But Pullman and Schmidt having a great battle for second right now.
About a second apart, looks like. Maybe half a second. So what did this track actually host?
Oh, it would, if it was a paved oval, it would host your sub-Arcas and your entry-level camping series, probably the Boleros and other small bore powered.
Yeah, I think they raced
people
Legends
is-
and street stocks and
Yeah.
Okay.
and
you go,
4-cylinder
Legends.
cars and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Bacon asking for the Bish, and Pegatron asking for the 2022 24 Hours of Limits Meat Space schedule.
It is not. Typically, that schedule gets released late October, early November, and it's all of the series tend to do that at the same time, and it's all driven by how they work with the various racetracks. Obviously, your amateur series and a lot of these racetracks, regardless of who it is, they take a back seat, or you get a new track manager and they don't understand this race series or that race series, and you lose a date on the calendar, or they've got their favorite series that they like to host or that they know make a lot of good money for them. So the negotiations should be starting here probably in about another month and a half when the pros have their schedules and your various tracks start looking to fill the weekends with either clubs or track day organizations, or in our case, 24 Hours of Lemons, or Champ Car, World Racing League, of course, Lucky Dog, which is a fantastic organization, and I'm missing one, American Endurance Racing. So,
All right, I'm taking y'all inside the house. I'm pretty sure you heard a vroom vroom, meat space vroom vroom just now. Where I live is pretty loud, so we're going to. Where I stay, I should say. Where my family lives is pretty loud. All right. Oh, almost got Tank over the chair.
so I do wonder if the Bish man got Giga blasted, because normally he's polite when he does that.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop into
He's
my guest
he's
room.
irreverent, way too smart for his own good, and dangerous, but polite.
Exactly. All right, there we go. Nice and quiet. Well,
All right,
it's
Stank
quiet.
getting around all those wrecked out Kias and a little bit of carnage right behind him.
Let's see what's on Map TV. Hold on.
All right, so under 6 second lap, so we're gonna let Byro keep his lead. So apparently he's listening to us. You've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this race, which is just enough time to remind you that everything you're seeing is being brought to you by a top flight computer. Check them out for all of your sim and honestly, just your business computing needs. Yokohama Tires, the Faith Insurance Agency, Advanced Racing Development, 24hoursoflemons.com, iSecond Racing, and if you like all of this, you probably would enjoy a podcast dedicated to amateur endurance racing.
That's right.
And that's the Everyone Racers podcast. So,
amen.
That's new episodes every Thursday. And unfortunately, I have missed the last 4 because of my work schedule. And I will not be able to make it this week.
Oh, no.
No, I meant Champ Car. You guys can call it whatever you want, but they got the legal rights to Champ Car. Chelsea and Bill Strong are actually wonderful people. And yeah, they call it whatever they want.
Yeah.
If I can change my name to Mental and you can change your name to Soggy, they can change their name to Champ Car.
And I can change my name to and I can watch a tractor, Old Blue, pulling that shit down the dirty straight line and watch some Optimus and Kias bitch slap each other.
Where did Pickering come from? Pickering is suddenly threatening for the lead with just 90 seconds left. Oh, this might be a bit of a nail biter.
Ooh, I'm biting. I would have nails.
Pickering, what car? Car number two. Oh, and he just got around him for a lap. Oh, no. Oh, but Pickering's not going to give it up just yet. You got 1 minute and 10 seconds, which is actually like 5 laps on a 17-second course.
That's true, yeah. 5 for that lap, homie. So where you go.
All right.
Man,
Tyler Stank in a Mustang being passed right now by the race leader, but is in 3rd overall, which is impressive.
Yeah.
An aspiring pilot, a French horn player, bit of an electrical engineer.
Oh.
Because he figured out how to make his controller work with tones coming from his horn. And a recent Meat Space Lemons racer addict.
That's what happens to the best of us.
Yes, Lady A, we have to get you onto the track.
Yes.
All right. Looks like we're going to be wrapping this one up here soon. Coming into the final lap, maybe?
Smokies.
Yes, final lap. Yeah, but you can't get now. You got to limp it around.
Yeah, brim,
All
baby.
right, so Mr. Byro managed to not get his too fast penalty. We're going to let that go. So Byron comes across the line. He has finished the race. Oh, and the Yeet Fest starts. But most importantly, Mr. Hurst is in 9th. And we chose that one before the race started as the true winner.
Congratulations, homie. Woohoo. We're just yeeting in the dark. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. I get up in the morning. Gonna get in my car and crash, everybody.
Yeet.
These and all of your favorite Lady A songs will be available on our album that's dropping this year.
That's right. Yes, I'll have a cover album sometime in September.
All a cappella.
Of course. You know, one time, Granny said, like, you know, shut up, Spotify. And it's like, oh, are you talking about me? It's like, no, he's talking about his Spotify. ZG? Okay, Ohm's a god, okay. Dodge Diplomat. One day in iRacing we'll have that.
Yes, a Dodge Diplomat also. Wonderful vehicle. Definitely bring a Dodge Diplomat. Or to real racing, rather.
That too, yeah.
All right, so as the Yeet Fest goes and Lady A warms up her golden pipes, there's your unofficial results from Concord. Eric, the overall winner, Tyler Stank, taking the Mustangs, and 3rd overall.
Yeah.
But the true winner is Mr. Hurst, or Hust.
Husty.
Hoosty, I'm sorry, in 9th place, because we decided beforehand that that's just what we were going to do. Mr. Bearded Sim Racer, where are we headed next?
We are headed to Crandon for 2 races on the off-road track in the Formula Vs. Next race is having issues. Okay.
Oh,
interesting.
Shit. Is Crandon a lost speedway, or does it still exist?
It still exists.
Okay.
Starting, and we haven't.
But if I'm not mistaken, it is not an actual speedway. It is an off-road racing course.
Yeah.
Already starting, and we don't have enough time to join. I wonder if Nate will put another one up since he's here. We'll hang out in the dark for a while.
While we're figuring out those technical issues and staring at just headlights, it is now time for Mental to go get a drink. So excuse me for just a second.
All right.
Thank you.
And it'll just be the two of us keeping y'all entertained. I completely skipped the practice and we're racing. Oh, that's not good, homie. No. Give me the entertains. We'll do our best. I mean, right now I'm watching Map TV. They got the tracker pulling. Tyler Sink's very happy. Oh, hold on. I need to switch to Twitch chat because it blurred. Shovel, yeah. Meanwhile, we're listening to Mental in the distance.
Nice.
Yes. Bacon his life is ruined. I am so sorry. Sorry that we ruined your life. We'll fix it. We will give you plenty of bacon. Who are the hosts? Was that Judge Eric? That was just Mental, myself, and Ryan in the booth right now. I don't think we have Eric here. Let's see what's popping off in general. Let's see. Let's see what the photo is. We have Lemons League and Duff Beer. Okay. Patrick McGilly asking for times. Is it Eastern or Central? I think we usually give it in Central. I usually give it in Eastern because that's actually where I live. Alright, let me look at new embeds. Broadcast text. Got that. Okay, so next living is F times didn't work as planned. You want to ditch this season and session. I assume session. And jump to next. So it looks like we're gonna go to a next session, y'all. Stunt Grinding, thanks for renewing your subscription. Good times, party times. Let's see, tier 1. Do we have a tier 2 or 3? I don't know if we have it that. Let me reload users. Let's see who's here. Good times. True Doge, Lord Gaming, Twitch Prime. We know that is one Twitch Prime, so thank you for giving us a trial with your Prime. We appreciate that. And if you got Twitch Prime party people, go ahead and use it. Go ahead and use it with us if you feel like. And if you like what you see later on, feel free to commit with your dollars. That's what I do with my Twitch Prime.
I'll let you give Rico a shot.
and we hear Mental in the background talking about and a dog talking about some things. Let me see. And then we went through the ad reads again. Well, Mental's a killer at ad reads. So I'm not gonna attempt that shit. I'll let him do that. But yeah, let's talk. So, if you're new, Ryan is more than just Lemon's iRacing. He does a lot of Podium Esports stuff. Podium Esports is on Twitch. There's 2 channels. There's the Podium Esports channel, and there's Podium 2, Anything super big coming up, Brian?
He did mention earlier that he got there's the classics coming up where they'll be running. It's an actual winner gets $500 and they're running 87s, the actual 87 NASCARs.
Ah. Let's see.
Now, I do love the new Formula Vs. We have been using on our E1R Monday night iRacing leagues. We have been using the Formula Vs, and they have found themselves to be quite adaptable to any terrain. We've been one of our favorite places is to run them is at Phoenix. So this looks like an absolute hoot.
Brian Davidson, yes, these cars are pretty adorable.
There is a Formula V for sale on Facebook Marketplace that taunts me daily.
Ah. How much do they want for it?
It needs a good restoration. He wants $4,500.
That's pretty pricey. I thought they'd be super cheap.
Actually, for a V, that is actually pretty cheap. A race prepped one is about 10 to 12 for a true vintage.
Gotcha.
Steve Cause, so you were at the Thompson race. Welcome. Glad you made it safe.
Like little racing carrots. Hey, that's a livery idea, y'all. Want to race a carrot? Go get yourself a, iRacing sub, and you'll get this car for free. And then just dress up like a carrot.
These things lend themselves to so many wonderful. I'm surprised no one's done the Mexican Coke. And if you do a Mexican Coke on a Formula V, email me at everyone.racers@gmail.com because I want it for my Formula V.
Yes. Sure, Brian. We'll give you credit for that carrot idea. As the first one to do it, we'll let you know. Right now we have some Corn by John Pickering.
Big Corn.
Yeah. Woo! And hey, Yokohama Tires is actually on the wall.
Depending on where you race them, the Formula Vs actually have to use the 1200s. And if they're using the 1200 motors, literally a horsepower makes a difference.
1200 corn kernel horsepower.
Oh, excellent, Sam Rogers. I am an instructor with the Vintage Auto Racing Association in California, even though I live in Nevada, but they're just real nearby, which is why I keep getting taunted by that one antique Formula V.
There's a spec tire for Vs, according to... no, I don't think there's a spec tire for Vs, Sam. I think it's just whatever iRacing gives us.
Yes, there is a spec tire for Vs.
Oh, there is?
Yokohama.
Yokohama, that's right.
The official tires, bafflingly the sponsor of the 24 Hours of Lemons.
That's right. Oh, we got Bumblebee.
The only tire capable of actually getting a Formula V around on a dirt course.
That's right. All else is just, second tier shit. Got Bumblebee chasing after that corn. Gonna pollinate. Gotta have to pollinate. We got a zebra. Oh, hey, I remember that zebra. I was driving corn. I don't own this track. Well, I should go get this track. I think it's like $14 or some shit. And drive cars just fucking fun.
And if any of you that are skilled in your eye paints, a great idea because it's a good running joke.
Yes.
Corn Hub. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, Corn Hub. All the hubs, Aaron Smith, Aaron Smith's drifting through the corner.
These the V's have very little adjustment M2s, but it is a real challenge trying to get these to kind of slide. And the key to it is, oddly enough, you have to keep the momentum because when they slow down, they just don't want to turn at all.
Yeah.
On any uneven surface. So you're really just keeping them moving and drifting it with the throttle.
Yep. Got a draw line like that Ticonderoga right there by Nate Levine.
I believe it's a pencil.
It is a pencil. A pencils. I hear they're the bomb aspect. Oh, what happened there?
Our previous winner on the wrong side of the wall.
It happens. Benjamin Fields and the zebra. I can't tell what car that is. I have to get my camera and figure it out. Oh no, my sensor scrambled. I think we know. Tyler Stank. Oh!
Oh, Bear Pope, a little in his way there.
Yeah. I think we have no damage off for this one, and I think the next one is up to 63 cars, so I don't think we'll have 63, but hey, if it happens, it happens. If he dies, he dies. Got quick hands that around the track because it's dirt.
Yep. Quick throttle, too.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna
Woo,
stab
nice
at it,
jump.
stab at it, stab at it, stab at it, stab at it,
Stab.
at it. Yes, those valve covers do leak because to get any power out of those things, you've got to rev them to the moon and float the valves all the way through. That's how you know they're downshifting.
Yep.
Smoke puffs out of them.
Smoke puffs. Because, you know, they're Volkswagens. They puff, puff, pass, pass.
Well, they're air cooled, which
Yes.
really means that they're oil cooled. And Steph Schrader's in Germany, so she can't argue that point with me, even though I'm right.
Oh, hey, we have Ron Harrington booth. Hey, Ron, how you? We'll wait for a moment.
How's our Midwest favorite iRacing iPaints themer, Ron?
Ah, okay. Okay, that's cool. We'll chill. Oh, Corn Boy kind of sliding out. Mr. Matt Sitko.
I think he was avoiding Aaron there.
That's right. Aaron Smith the second. Well, speaking of corn, I am watching a tractor pull, so there's some corn. No,
Like in your yard, or just...
a tractor pull with a corn harvester, that'd be pretty sick, actually. But no, it's just, let's see, Fort Recovery, Ohio. This is a very interesting name.
That's how the sport started, of course.
Oh, Ruster says hang on. Okay. We got you, Ron.
His headset wasn't quite on. He was...
Here I am.
Hey,
There he
Ron.
is.
Welcome to the booth, babe.
So what's happening?
Oh, not much. Just pencils and corn and zebra liveries. Good times.
How's life in the Midwest?
I wouldn't know because I'm in Jersey.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's in
that's right, I'm
Jersey.
sorry.
Yeah.
I got you crossed up with the other one in Omaha. Yes, in
Ooh.
Jersey.
Smith almost went head over head. Yeah, so Hoosty is in Nebraska. He just mentioned that on Twitch. And Pregnatron's in French Canada. And True Doge loves his schlub, his iRacing schlub. and we're loving the quick hands of Ron Smith II.
Okay, I got my proverbial act together now. Have a screen up.
Cool.
Outstanding. Well, there you go. So you can join us here in the broadcast booth. Ladies and gentlemen, New Jersey's second favorite, Ron Harrington.
Yep.
So all the Smiths are still beating up on us here, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, when you have all of them, that's just how it works.
Yeah, all the Smiths.
He's just so full of Smith that he beats us regularly.
Yeah. He's got Robert Smith and
Mr. and Mrs.
yep, and
Mulkey.
my brain's so buzzed I can't remember the members of the Smiths, but we'll just go with that. Morrissey. We'll start with Morrissey and go from there. Oh, let's check out this livery by Shrivner here.
Oh, it's the Scooty Puff Jr.
Scooty Puff Jr. Okay.
The Imp's Futurama deep dive.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I tapped out Futurama at some point. I haven't watched it in the last time.
Yeah, it's been too long for me too.
All of it available on Hulu, and I want to say Netflix as well.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the 2 or 3 times when Fry actually has to save the universe because his brain is the only one the brain controllers can't read.
Oh,
And,
I think I remember that episode, actually.
I can't remember the name of Leela's three-eyed. Is part of a secret race of people that are battling against them to try and save the universe, and Fry has to help them.
Oh. A logger's best friend. What was the logger's best friend? Jack Boy?
And his assigned vehicle, it was a Scooty Puff Jr.
Ah, okay.
That makes sense. Well, in the Futurama world.
Yep. I see a Pepto-Bismol pink tractor on my TV right now, my guest room TV. And speaking of Pepto, here's Hester with his Pepto. That's an interesting Pepto, actually. What we got going? Betty White, or not Betty White.
No, that's Maud. That's
Maud.
That's
the Arthur, yeah.
That's the colors that your stomach is experiencing when you eat Pepto.
Yeah, exactly. Bay author, rest in peace.
What is on the nose of that car?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Let's.
I believe that is a Muppet. Yeah,
it is a Muppet, yeah. I don't know that Muppet, though. Oh, there we go.
Isn't there some sort of Elmo alter ego that's that color or something?
You know what? Maybe
that
that's what
feels
that is.
right.
Yeah.
It feels very.
It doesn't look like Gonzo, no. So it has to be that. So a Muppet, and B author, and Pepto-Bismol.
And I believe I saw Chris Farley on the other side.
Christopher. Grover? It didn't look like Grover in Pregnatron. I don't think it did.
Grover's dark blue.
Yeah, and he has a red nose too, so kind of, yeah.
Besides, Grover goes back to when I was shitting my diapers, and Elmo, it's a little newer.
Yeah, he's a little newer.
Yes,
Yeah.
Grover was the Elmo of our generation.
Yeah. Elmo just started off as just some puppet, and no one could figure out a voice for him, and then one day some guy did, and that's how he got the juggernaut that is Elmo.
Yes. Well, it was basically just, young red Grover.
Mm-hmm.
Grover talks like this, however.
Always in third person, too.
I like watching the original Jim Henson stuff when he was doing the coffee commercials, and the puppets would beat the shit out of each other if they weren't drinking that brand of coffee.
I know. Ooh.
And actually, you go back and you watch the original Muppet Show, and there's some brilliant stuff. Alice Cooper doing Welcome to My Nightmare with the Muppets. This is wonderful things. Paul Simon, James Colburn, Buddy Rich and Animal getting into a drum competition.
Oh, man.
And then they would later revise with Dave Grohl and Animal into a drum competition. Both of those are brilliant.
Yeah, they did have their epic moments, didn't they?
Yes, they absolutely did. And then during the short-lived reboot, when Garth Brooks was on there, they just did great musicals. Linda Carter was on it, looking fabulous.
Aaron Smith kind of screwing up there, but he holds on to the lead.
All right. Just over 2 minutes, though, wrapping this up. And it looks like all the Smiths are going to take it by a lap unless something grotesque happens.
Yes, how soon is now indeed.
Mr. Sitko, uncharacteristically a lap behind. Our first race winner, Mr. Biro, running down our current leader, even though he's a lap down. This might play out. We got 90 seconds to see how this goes.
Yes.
Just enough time to tell you that you should check out all of the Bearded Sim Racer productions. Follow him on all the social medias. Everything you're watching being brought to you by Top Flight Computer. Don't forget the Faith Insurance Agency, because Yeetage happens, and he almost. In fact, Yeetage happening right here to our race leader.
And
the
Beard
Bureau
gets
comes
his
around
bird.
him.
Yes.
He's still in the lead. He's still in the
Wow,
lead.
he launched into the pits.
I know.
Well, that pit crew member's dead.
He might get a pit penalty for speeding in the pits or unsafe pit entry.
Well, that was definitely unsafe pit entry.
Yeah. Big old missile there. Dead. That's right, Sungrady. He dead. Oh, not long. That's strong.
Right. That is interesting there in Pregnatron. I genuinely admire Alice Cooper, especially now in his later years. I think he's the voice of women. I think this whole thing about we shouldn't do drugs is a lie. I think he is do a lot of drugs and then like in your 30s get clean. I don't know how that works, and it's way too late for me, but yeah.
Yeah, I missed that timetable myself.
Yeah.
Oh
no, and it happens again.
Damn, son.
So
Eric Bird's
Mr.
stealing the
Pyro
win.
might be able to take this lead. He's got 30 seconds, 8 seconds left in this lap, and another insane
He's taking his pit. Looks like he's taking his pit penalty now.
Oh, no.
Eric Barrow might be pulling this out.
How's it gonna play? Oh goodness!
Pretty much like this.
It's a nail biter. He comes across, and it looks like all the Smiths are still gonna have that win.
Sorry, Morrissey, you'll have to break up the band and go solo.
And then try the Simpsons because they betrayed you as an old guy.
I know. And be a racist douchebag, of course, who cancels concerts.
Sorry, you're an old fat racist douchebag who cancels concerts. Nobody loves you anymore.
I know. Except for the Mexicans. They apparently love him so much. His singing style is like Ranchera style, which I learned from TV Tropes, so that makes sense.
So they don't love him, they just like his music.
Yeah, they love his music.
They probably do it just to irritate him because they think it's fun.
Exactly. Oh, you shut your mouth. What can you say? Thanks for my money.
Crew killed by the banana missile. Wow. And he bounces
That
it
was
off.
Taps the sign. Nice.
That's the yeetage of
The
the
logger's
evening.
best friend.
Well done.
Yes.
And you just bounced it right off there.
A
That
Yeater's
was
best
awesome.
friend.
That was
Wins the
really
race. High
impressive.
fives the signboard.
Yes.
Well done, all the Smiths.
Yes. Robert Smith. Pawns. I have never heard of pawns. I'll have to Google those, maybe.
Ooh.
Ooh. David Bryan. Oh, dodging that stripey missile there. Oops, stripey missile hits the Eric Bird hits the missile, hits the sign, hits the post.
That's really, really good. Oh, yes.
Yes, recycle the beer.
You know, Sam, you only rent beer.
Exactly. I'm renting this Michelob Ultra right now.
You know, Lady A, that's basically sex on a canoe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's fucking close to water.
Aaron sit the second, takes first.
And genuinely earned it with that with that yeetage at the end there. So Crandon Off-Road Short. Now we've got another one of these coming up. So
that's right.
If you're hanging out with us, stay with us. Got another one coming up. Yes, in Pregnatron, a good one. So hang out. We're going to be doing the same thing, same track, same bat channel, same bat time, same delightful people here in the virtual commenting booth.
And same bat booth buddies.
Exactly. Couldn't be happier that we're starting season 2 of the 2021 I Suck at Racing League. So
Indeed.
If you are interested in any of this, get yourself a computer. You can check out Top Flight Computers, or get yourself a used one. Pop around on Facebook Marketplace, get yourself a set of wheels, pedals, a folding lawn chair,
or Xbox One controller,
or go to the junkyard and pull something comfortable out of a car.
Yes, that too. Get yourself a seat,
laughing,
boys.
laughing at Impregnatron's pronunciation.
Vincent
I heard on a certain Lemons
Kurt
wrap up
Wobbler
that an IKEA
Mangrove.
chair is good.
There we go.
All right, I'm sorry, I missed that one, Ron. What'd you have?
I heard on a Lemons wrap up that an IKEA chair is good for iRacing.
Yes, a certain
It
IKEA
is.
chair.
It is.
Yeah.
I've never used one for iRacing, but during one of my deployments, I had a corner of my room to myself, and I got one of those, the exact same, cloth, semi comfortable IKEA chairs.
The rocking chair-ish.
Yeah, they'll kind of rock a little bit if you're not too aggressive about it, and then you can get the Ottoman, and it was a good place to put on his headphones and read a book.
I had those infamous dressers that they recalled.
No,
And I put them out to the curb 48 hours before they announced a recall.
Oh.
So I screwed myself out of a full refund I could have gotten for something I just threw away literally 2 days before.
No, I'm sorry, Ron.
womp womp.
Womp womp.
That's all right. I still go for meatballs on occasion.
IKEA ownage. If any of you guys, well, I know you guys all are, if any of you folks out there are listening, there's any manner of delightful things on YouTube, to include Lemon's wrap-up videos, Lemon's car spotting, Lemon's World, where they go deep dives into some of the more interesting cars and Lemons. But on the Haggerty channel, they've got Magnus Walker doing the next big thing, and he just recently did one with the Saab SPG. And of course, they go to IKEA, buy a pair of chairs and a bag of Swedish meatballs at the end of it.
Oh,
Yes, a Chevy Celebrity Eurosport in Impregnatron. Get the Eurosport.
My mom had one of those. That car was cool.
All right. Just about 13 minutes here left in the warm-up. Looks like the Hessers brothers are spinning it around in the dirt there, but I've got an 8-bit on my screen. I don't know if it's
yeah, it's pretty scuffed on my end too. Oh no! Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, here we are.
The bearded sim racer. No one is immune to the Giga Blast.
No one. Nobody. Not even the broadcaster, baby.
Mr. Hoosty, the Bear Pope. Oh no!
Oh, Hoosty punted.
Hoosty eating in the Bear Pope colors.
Of course. I guess Hoosty got an official induction into the Bear Pup Club.
Oh, there's one of the Hessers. I wonder if that's just a brown turd on purpose, because it feels like something the Hessers would do.
Yeah. Nicholas wants his pork chop sandwiches, so yes, we will endorse that. Polaris Race. Yo, iRacing, hook us up with some Polaris.
I can't, I've got a Terry X myself. Granted, I don't have it running just yet, but so I'm gonna stick with the Kawasaki camp in that one.
Okay.
I know Midwesterners though are rather rabid, and actually probably Canadians too, about their Polarises.
Yeah. Like I said, I have no dog in this race, so just give us some sick UTV. I'll be happy.
Actually, have you had a chance of have the folks from Polaris reached out and offered you a review on a slingshot yet?
Ooh, you know what? I've not heard from Polaris, and I've not contacted Polaris, but I think I should. I'll have to keep that in mind.
I know last year, well, I don't know if it was when they introduced it, but last year that was the big thing, is the slingshot was now available with an automatic.
Oh, nice. I'll have to review that.
Yeah,
those
especially
really interesting rides.
Especially up where you live, that would be a hoot.
Hell yeah.
All right. Our last race winner having some trouble.
It happens.
If he tries to run away with it this time, though, he is absolutely getting you don't get to win 2 of them penalties. All right, is there a way we could zoom in on the Hesser car?
Yeah,
we got to get the poop on that paint.
The poop on the paint.
Which I think the paint is poop.
Actually, it probably stops the poop. Oh, that's poop.
Mr. Hanky.
Ah, yay, Mr. Hanky.
Don't forget to bring the towel.
No, that's Towley. This is
Oh, towel.
poo when I pass you.
Mr. Hanky.
Kyle, one time when you were asleep, I put myself in your mouth and have my friends take pictures.
Oh, Mr. Poop just took a shit on that line there.
Now I feel all Christmassy.
And here's Christmas time. And of course, Pepto Boy over here, on the other side of his car, of course, he stops the poop from happening. Or makes it black, really.
One of the ways I would cope with family Christmas gatherings is on the way I would listen to Mr. Hanky's Christmas classics.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
One of the all-time classics. When that show started, I was living in Nebraska. And the second season, when they had the Cartman family travel to visit their relatives in Nebraska, and it says, "You're now leaving beautiful Colorado and entering Nebraska. Sorry." And everything from then on is just flat and cornfield. If you've ever made that drive, it's not that far from the truth.
Oh.
And yeah, we thought that was hysterical because we had gone to pick up our friends who were going to college in Colorado Springs and then drove them back to Nebraska to hang out with us. And yeah, it was basically once you get outside of Denver, it's just downhill until you get to Omaha.
Oh.
Hey guys, I wanted to drop in really quick to just fill Mental in. The town they go to in Nebraska is my hometown. Because Highway 6, we actually mapped this out. In Colorado, you have these beautiful rolling hills. When you hit the state line where it says leaving colorful Colorado, it instantly turns into dead cornfields. And 15 miles later, you come to my house.
Which is?
Imperial, Nebraska.
I have driven many times to Imperial, Nebraska, on my way ultimately to Valentine, Kearney, Lincoln, and then back to Omaha, where my wife is from. And as I started making Nebraska jokes, she came from the living room to warn me to be nice.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nebraskans love our brown corn.
Brown corn? That does not sound appealing.
I can't complain too much about Nebraska. I did meet my wife. I made some of my best friends while I was there. I got degrees. But it's really cold, really flat.
Yeah, it is really cold and flat. I agree.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mental, just to make everything better, my wife and I will get a few bottles of Dorothy Lynch and we'll get those mailed out to you. That'll make it all feel better.
Mail them to the wife, and actually what she really wants is like a Valentino's pizza and Runza.
I don't know how long those would last in an Uber driving to Vegas, but I'll look into it.
A Runza's got like a half-life of platinum. You know, Runza would be fine. A Runza is a fast food chain based in the Midwest, because you see them in Iowa and I want to say Missouri too. And it's ground beef rolled completely inside a sandwich-sized roll, and then all cooked at the same time. So it's like a pig in a blanket, except with ground beef and bigger. And their big promos, when it gets really cold, you only pay you pay the amount over zero.
So it's kind of like
the temperature that's what you pay for your Runza, and if it's below zero, the Runza, if you buy fries and a drink, the Runza itself is free.
So it's like a doughy loose meat empanada.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so it's like,
very
did you
much.
put any spices or onions or some shit?
Oh yeah, you could get like Swiss cheese and mushrooms and onions in it. They make all different kinds, and they're ridiculously addictive for no reason other than possibly, I don't know, heroin maybe.
Heroin, okay. Runs are heroin.
Bear in mind also, unless you're in the Hispanic part of wherever you are in the Midwest, and every town in the Midwest has an Hispanic part because they have meat packing plants.
Of course.
they consider pepper just way too much spice.
Oh my God, this shit's too hot. Speaking of lumberjacks in Midwest, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, sure. No, yeah. You put the pepper on there, and that's just too much, don't you know?
I know. Oh my gosh, this mild salsa is.
In Pregnatron, he didn't just join. That is the infamous Randy Bish, aka League of Legitimate Nigerian Batsmen, aka the spiritual successor to John McAfee, aka the team that is so not competitive we're waiting for them to forget their car one time. Although they almost won C at Gingerman.
I thought Josh was from Imperial.
Yeah, no, he's asking about Josh. He's not asking about
Josh,
fish.
Sorry. I thought.
Although it's fun to talk about fish.
Josh, it was Gnome Hammer. I'm sorry. I am just not doing well with the names and the locations today. Not my thing.
It's okay. We know it's a new season. We're kind of out of shape, so yeah, we'll get there. It's fine.
I just came off a night shift. Yeah.
Yeah. We got this summer and into the fall, and damn, Phoenix on the Dirty Boy track over here just dusting it up. I'm not talking about iRacing, I'm talking about Map TV and bowling, but hey, it happens. Just like Eric Bird making, English. Shut up, Cameron. Just shut up. Okay.
That was some verbal yeet.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Cameron is my legal first name. We just go by Lady A, Lady Op, because it's another joke that just kind of took off. And it works, because some people just cannot pronounce my last name very well for a reason.
When we were both writing for The Truth About Cars, it took me like 6 months to get it right.
Yeah. I think at that point it was Mikelon, and I understand that entirely. It's like, that's kind of pronounced. But Auburnon... Auburnon, if you can pronounce Auburn and aubergine, you can probably figure out.
Oh, yeah, no, it's perfectly logical, but yeah, it's still, putting it together. It's a lot of syllables.
It is a lot of syllables. And it's a name that's,
Because Cameron, Auburn.
Right.
I mean, seriously, like if a brick is falling, look out, Lady A. I'm not going to say, look out, Cameron. Exactly. Bam, the brick's already hit you.
Bam, like Tyler Stink just banned in my face right there.
Exactly. With the infamous Lotus. Who did that? It's one of the iRacers here that did that Lotus setup, or that Lotus eye paints. I remember they're talking about it. They're quite proud that most people are using it. It actually may have been Santiago.
I kind of miss Santiago on track. I know he's at E1 stuff. Did the Mexico stuff, I think, a couple times.
Yes. Well, and he gets into these sometimes. He is a driving testing engineer, and just sometimes they have to go out someplace and even test things.
That is true.
And also not mockingly, a champion rally driver has, I believe, is defending his title for the second time in the Midwest in the two-wheel drive. I'm going to get this goofed up. I don't say the two-wheel drive limited, but his BRZ. He is, and it's worth following him on Instagram at Rally Santi, because he'll post up some great shots of his car just full send sideways through a corner, and he's genuinely a good person. Yes,
he is. I definitely agree.
Oh yeah, no, his videos of him going through the stage are amazing.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite ones. It's probably 2 years old, but it was one of his favorite ones. It's up in Michigan, and they have several asphalt parts of the rally, and one of them is they bring them right into this little tiny Michigan town, and they set up hay bales so that they have to come through there full sideways, and all of them do a little miniature Ken Block, and Santi embraces this and just sends it on a biblical scale. Slide. Slide.
Slide like right there.
Yeah, and then basically throws the horns out the window and has Van Halen playing as he powers off.
Craig Schmidt rocking the I forget what we'll say Freedom Popsicle livery. I forget what that's actually called.
Rocket Pops.
Yeah,
Rocket Pops. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Astropop.
Astropop. That's also correct.
Yeah. I was never a fan of the rocket pop because there was the other one that had the gumball at the bottom of it. That was always my
Yeah,
it was like a Nutty Buddy, but there was a gumball at the end of the cone.
Yeah, I think I would rather have cherry or blueberry. I forgot what the middle flavor was, but I'm pretty sure it's boring as fuck.
As wrong as this is gonna sound, I was a creamsicle guy.
Orange push
Creamsicles,
pops
and then
for this guy.
what was the other big thing? The push-ups.
Yeah, orange
Oh,
push
push-up
pops.
pops, yeah.
Yeah, with the Flintstones. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, totes.
Because it was like a creamsicle flavor. It was like an orange, almost like a yogurt, frozen yogurt type deal. All right, so warm-up wrapping up here, and this is going to be, is it our final race of the evening?
I think so.
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, we just did the previous race because shit got screwed up, so.
All right, so folk, I want to thank everyone that is watching us on Twitch, on Facebook, on the YouTubes. Thank you all so much for showing up. Want to thank everyone here in the booth. I have missed this. This is always a great time. Thank you, Bearded Sim Racer, for putting this all together. It's great talking to you again, Ron. It's great talking to you again, Lady A.
Hell yeah. I missed this too. It's very
So
interesting.
it's time for the land rush. Here we go.
Oh,
Land Rush
nice. I've never seen this before. So, Giga Blast. There you go. Come back
It's
in.
kind of like Phoenix, except on grass. This will be fun.
Grass and dirt for some people.
Not known trivia, probably very well-known trivia. The Oklahoma Sooners got their name because they were the people during the Great Land Rush that just started before they were supposed to.
Exactly.
And they're off.
And here we
All right.
go.
In more ways than one.
Got some stragglers in the back as they hit each other.
I having not done this one, I wonder if you get more traction on grass than you do on the mud.
I wonder too. I'll have to find out next.
We've already got carnage. Into the first
Pepto
corner.
just hit the stripey boy.
Oh, Mr. Hankey's having some problems.
Yeah, it happens. Going
Shit's
through the
flying
toilet.
all over the place.
Flying everywhere.
All the Smiths doing the jumpy bounce.
Yeah.
Well, because
we got T-Bone.
Because technically these are Volkswagens, which technically makes them Jettas, which means you never lift.
That's right. Well, they separate.
Good point.
Trojan man holding his.
There we go.
Oh, Giga
Trojan
Blast.
Man Giga Blasting, which normally you've got to go to the premium section for that, but hey, we've got it right here.
That's right. Free content. Free content, yo.
On onlylambs.com.
That's how we lure you in, y'all. Trust us.
Oh, Mr. Hankey battling out with Pepto. I've had that problem in my stomach.
I am so sorry.
And there was a bomb pop involved and corn. So yeah, look at this. It's all the ingredients for a fun.
It's your nightmare come to life, Mental. Oh no!
Oh.
Do a barrel roll.
Los Kazoo takes it in the boom. Man, it's a clusterfuck here. Oh, lucky boy.
Early on, and no one is giving any quarter, so we do not clearly have a leader. This is
It's
fun.
not too close to call. It's too much to call.
Too much, yeah. A2 Smith.
All right. One of the end Hezers here making their way through.
Pawns, the blogger's best friend. I wonder what they make.
I'm not sure what scoring is smoking, but Eric Hesser's actually in the lead. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Well, they're smoking whatever the logger's best friend is.
And it's because Hezer's Giga Blasting.
Yes.
Did he maybe Giga Blast over a start finish?
It's possible because
I think
Because
they
that's
both
what
are.
screws up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind when I reboot my
because
routers.
both the Hezers are towards the bottom.
Because I know
Which
that
is-
causes iRacing scoring to have a shit hemorrhage.
Yeah, which is uncharacteristic of a Hesser. Normally they are towards the pointy end.
Uh-huh.
There we
Which
go.
is to say nothing
Now
of
it's
their,
updated.
you know,
There we go.
Aha, there's the Hessers in their Hesser
Double
spots.
Hesser.
So Eric Biro in a good spot because the Hesser brothers usually get to beating the shit out of each other.
That's
As
true.
brothers do.
Yeah.
Word, that's true.
It's gold and silver. Well, not the Hessers. They're supposed to be looking to get bronze.
All right, rolling through. Here comes Sitco. Having some trouble.
Bumping up and down with the suspension.
Yep. In the grass.
Back to Hesser.
All right, look at those quick hands.
Quick
I
hands.
wonder if he's actually doing this with a wheel controller, or if they're still using a PlayStation.
I think
thumb wheel.
No, there's still no pedal, no wheel all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
No pedal, no wheel mafia. I'm proud to be a part of it.
Which might be a bit of an advantage on this track.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah,
possible.
I think so, because you're sliding it. And Mr. Stank did own up. I knew it was somebody that was a regular that had built that Lotus paint scheme. So Tyler Stank, the buzzing hornist, is the one who actually made that paint scheme. And you do see it. It is propagated its way through the iRacing community. It's a well done paint scheme.
Exactly.
No, good on him. I like when one of our guys excels outside of here.
Absolutely.
Hell
Oh, Mr. Hanky pinching it off right before he goes into the wall.
Yeah.
Maintaining control.
Don't hit the blanket, y'all. Oh, wall ride.
Headed to the Don's House of Stool.
I'm not sure what that reference is, but we'll go with it.
There's a Family Guy episode when Peter's trying to make to the bathroom, and it's all of these double entendres about going, and then finally it was like Don's House of Stools. He goes, "That's not even a real thing."
Hey, Aaron Smith II. Let's see. I don't see his name, and I'll wait for it. Oh, he's fourth. Cool. Oh, well, maybe not for long.
little uneven. I'm noticing the key seems to be you had to hit these jumps kind of straight on, because if you land crooked, the V's don't like it.
Nope, they don't. V's don't like much. They're not used to being, dirty boys.
Look at that power slide out of the Sitco. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not too many things more picky than the V.
Oh, Nate Levine, our leader, kind of wiping out there, marking his name on
that's
the track.
Hesser's there. Slavine is our creator.
Oh, he is a creator. Yes, he's our creator. He left his signature on the track. Hester's running away. But how long?
Kevin and Eric within a couple seconds of each other.
I'll say, there's he's got the runs, but there's some corn following it.
That's right. Some Pepto-Bismol gonna turn his ass black in a moment.
Yeah, that's just a combo right there. The top three.
Yes, some poop, some Pepto, and some corn. Yeah.
I mean, the order's a little backwards, but we'll go with it.
Ooh. Backwards, forwards, all works.
One of the
Oh.
if you've done any of the northeastern races and you've come across the lovely Dr. Yasmin, and actually she also made it to Thunderhill this year. She teaches medicine at the Boston University and also at the University of Texas in Austin. She splits her time through there, and one of the things she was talking about is you should actually eat corn, and the fact that you see corn coming out the other end and whole means that it actually went through and cleaned out a lot of things in your intestines that you don't want to sit in there.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yep.
Your I Suck at Racing bowel top healthy tip from Yasmin, the 24 Hours of Lemons doctor: eat some corn.
That's right.
I
Dr.
think that might be my post-race meal tonight.
Yeah. For Your Health by Dr. Steve Lemons.
All right. Oh, now the Pepto's chasing the corn.
Yep. Gonna turn into some crystals.
Sitko wedging himself between the Hesser brothers.
This chat poop talk. That's right, Sam. This chat poop talk.
Throwing in that Mr. Meeseeks helmet as well. That's a nice. Hey, look at me, Mr. Meeseeks.
Meeseeks. Let's see what
Life is
David Bryan's
pain,
rocking
Jerry.
here. David Bryan's rocking something. What's
I believe that is one of those.
Oh, beers. Okay.
Yeah.
Did it go on a flight of beers? Here you
Wisconsin Vintage Beer Racing. That is well done. Little PBR, little.
Kind of blurry.
I believe that is some Schlitz.
And just the whole pattern of the
Line it-
paint is very 70s.
Leinenkugels there, some Falstaff.
Wonder how much for a flight of those beers.
$1.
$1, yeah. Total.
You're getting ripped off.
Oh, let's see what his. Zoom in on Hester's side.
It said, "Want to see if I can make your underwear brown?"
Because on the other side it says, when I pass you, you'll poo.
There you go.
Or you'll poo when I pass you. Yeah.
I almost did when Sitko passed me.
And Sitko snuck into the lead there.
Speaking of Sitko.
Yeah.
The words were so craptacular, they're fabulous.
Okay, Sam says, so I've got midlife crisis becoming a race car driver between SCCA lemons. What's the most realistic?
It depends on, genuinely, it depends on what you're trying to do. I'm going to get a little philosophical, but we've got 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in this race. You'll hear, there will be certain people in the SCCA that'll, oh, lemons, it's an art show and blah, 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 and it's not real racing. And then you'll get some real clowns that'll say it's dangerous, and then they'll all go, 19 spec Miatas will all get wadded up in turn 2 because none of them know how to lift. But the reality of it is since the inception of lemons and the propagation of amateur endurance racing on a budget-minded series, not just lemons, but Champ Car, WRL, World Racing League, Lucky Dog, all of that, both the SCCA and the National Autosport Association have had to completely change how they do things. One of the brilliant moves that the SCCA did was bringing on Haywood Wagner, the director of member experiential programs, and he's the person that came up with the idea behind Track Night America. The SCCA used to be really bad about having a lot of rules and a lot of classes, and they used to call themselves the Secret Car Club of America, because if you didn't know the little gatekeeper concept of it, you weren't welcome, and it was just this very elitist aspect. And if you have ever wandered through any lemons paddock anywhere at any race, elitist is the last thing that will come to your mind. It is an open welcome, here, dude, have a beer, have something to eat. Yeah, we'll come help you weld your cars as soon as we're done with ours. Now, some people, it is a little bit lax. The rules are very personality driven, and Lemons looks at competition as a condition that can be treated and cured. If you've got just an over-aggressive competitive spirit, and they're going to get in your chilly about it if you're just over-aggressive. But if you want to come out, race, and have fun, I cannot recommend Lemons enough. Now, there are any number of people that look at a rule book not as a limitation, but they look as a rule book as an opportunity, as an enabling device, and as a tool. And to that end, Champ Car has created a really good, wonderful series. And while some of those people are very secretive, you will still find a very open, accepting nature in a lot of things that Champ Car does. So I do like both of those series. Now, I'm a Lemons person by choice, but I've raced all the series. SCCA, I think you should go to a Track Night America. But if you want track time, if you want to be on a track, not being a championship race car driver, but just being a race car driver, Lemons every time. You're not going to get on track for cheaper, and you're not going to get on track any longer with any other series. You find a good Class C team, you go either rent your race gear or you buy yourself a used race suit. You could buy a new helmet though, used race suit, helmet, but you can actually rent all of that stuff. There are companies that'll rent it all for you. And between $800 to $1,500, buy yourself a seat for a weekend, and you're going to be on the track anywhere from 3 to 5 hours. And you're just never going to do that in an SCCA weekend unless you're running an enduro. So that's my thing. If it's a genuine midlife crisis and you want to race cars, Lemons. And I'm not just saying that because they're the ones sponsoring this series. I'm saying this as a fan, and I do this and I work for them because I do like the series. I've been racing Lemons. My first Lemons race was in 2007, back before full roll cages were required, and then I've been competitively racing Lemons since 2010. And you would be hard pressed to find a larger collection of better people. So get on the Lemons forums, and this isn't just me doing my normal, hey, Coasty Chris. I think I know this person. You're not the California guy, are you? You're not my chopper jockey, are you?
Oh.
But if you want a great spirit and just to walk away from a weekend exhausted, slightly hungover, and a grin that's not going to come off of your face for about 2 weeks, Lemons. Go to the forums, find somebody that's looking for a driver, pay your money. You pay your money, you take your chances, because some of the cars are going to blow up or get wadded up or wrecked or whatever. You're still going to have a great time. Yeah.
Just as a spectator, I had all the hangovers and grins I needed.
Yeah, you were a big hit in New Jersey. Everyone was real happy to see you there. So
no, it was my honor to be able to hang out with them.
Yeah. All right, what we got here? Try to catch up while going on this. Looking at a Le Car. Oh, yeah, with an Iron Duke run. Yeah, that'd be great. Saw the SR10 Rolls Royce after it exploded at Gingerman. Yes, right at my... Not only did it explode, he drove back to his junkyard, put another V10 in it, and blew up another one the next day. It was hilarious. Yeah, that was a fun... he's a fun person. Yeah. In fact, leave this. You got a you got a seat for rent at Button Willow, and if you're going to a race, I'll be working Button Willow, and the Sorry for Party / Ranwood Park crew is going to be at Button Willow in force. That's always an adventure. We might be able to get a couple more of the Three Bottle Mafia out there. That's going to be awesome. If you know a local Lemons team and you can't necessarily drive with them, they always want help. Because if you get added onto the team roster, you don't have to pay to be there. And if you've got a driving suit, even an expired helmet, gloves and shoes, you can go put gas in a race car and you will get fed, you will get liquored up, and you'll still be exhausted and have fun. So if you know a Lemons team, I almost guarantee you they need help, because they all need help.
Yeah, you'll be a Lemons team best friend. Just like Fonzie is a lumberjack's best friend.
Yeah, and honestly, you'll see people that show up just to kind of see what Lemons is all about, and they end up fueling. Then they end up fueling for like 3 different teams, and everyone's always so grateful. And that's the person that's really having some issues Saturday night, remaining vertical, because everyone keeps giving them booze to thank them. And being a pit crew is invaluable in Lemons, because you have to be able to safely pull a driver out of a car, fuel that car, put a driver back in the car, change the ice in the ice box, and get them out. And in endurance racing, a lot of races are won and lost in the pits. Got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the final.
Something just happened to Kevin Hesser too. Race. He was leading.
Yeah, I believe
now
I saw some poop in the grass.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. In the pits.
I saw him in like the center infield. Yeah. Can Sitko bring the corn around the poo? Is he trying too hard?
Or is he trying just enough?
So we're averaging just under 90 seconds a lap for this. We've got 2 minutes and 12 seconds left.
Is he going to become the Colonel of Crandon?
You know what we forgot to do is pick a random number, and I feel like it's too late now.
It's too late. Yeah, that's okay. We got a random number for tonight.
Hesser had to go for a dump. Well done, sir. That's a funny one.
He is
Oh, no.
wiped.
The corn goes into the pits.
Ooh, just changes some shit.
Uh-oh. He might have a drive-through penalty he's having to serve.
Yeah.
Oh, minute and 40 seconds.
No
Barely
laxative
enough
will
time
get
for
him
his
out.
last lap. All right, so here comes the other Hesser. I forget.
Is it maybe they're out of fuel?
Ooh, that's a good point. Oh, no.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, but yeah, which one of the Hessers is the older one? I forget. Anyway,
Because I know in the first race I was a lap short.
another good one. He got wiped.
So I just looked up what Ponds did. They make forest machines, like cutting down trees and shit.
Oh,
So there you go.
Hence the lumberjack's best friend.
That's right.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and I work all day.
Do, 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 boo, boo, boo. Hester went down a lap.
And the corn's in the lead.
Oh, yes. Hesser's down a lap. The other Hesser's even farther down. And the corn being run down by the Pepto. Can the Pepto get to the corn before it's too late? We got 41 seconds. This is going to be the last lap. I do believe.
Will it coat and soothe on time?
Yes.
Because when you've got heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach,
diarrhea, Pepto-Bismol crystals.
I always
Turn your
feel
poop black.
whoever that is that like has to sing that last bit, chances are they've got like a master's in performing arts and have been singing since they were 9, and the apex of their career is them going diarrhea.
To which I say, I'm so sorry, homie. I know this is not what you planned out when you're in choir in high school, but things happen.
All right, final lap of our final event for the first of the season 2 of the 2021 I Suck at Racing Lemons iRacing League. This has been awesome. In just a few seconds, it looks like he is going to take it, and then the Yeet Fest will start. No! Did he just spin out?
Ooh.
He landed sideways. Oh no! Here comes the Hesser! Here
Hester's
comes
gonna. Oh, Hester almost catch him! Oh no!
There, and there's the finish line!
Oh, Pepto did not cover that corn.
Oh man, that was a photo finish.
That corn damn near got popped.
Yeah, and now he's popping off in the Chippy Pop style.
Here comes the Yeet.
Oh,
He's under the truck.
He is the truck.
He's coating the pace truck.
Yes, it's very pink now.
There it is. Oh, and then there's the other Hesser.
Yeah. Poop boy just rolling around.
Oh, there's some good yeetage.
And there's a
Oh,
pencil
he's
next to
pink
him.
and black jet of that wheel while he's upside down.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Yes.
All right, he's turtled.
The pencil's trying to get the poop out of the butt.
Well, that's what the constipated mathematician does. He uses a pencil to work it out.
That's true. That is true. He uses a thick pencil if he has to, but
I was gonna say it's a mechanical pencil, but okay.
Oh yeah. Well, mechanical pencil's like easy level. Thick pencil's like, oh, I gotta get it out. It's too thick.
Oh, there we go. All right, as we're gearing up here for the Yeet Fest, genuinely, if you've got a computing need, head over to Top Flight Computers. Check out what they got. They got good gaming setups. They got good recommendations. Talk to them about what you need. If you got a business need, there you folks. And it's not going to be some 12-year-old who built this in his, garage with leftover parts that he pulled out of the discount bin at Best Buy. This is going to be a purpose-built machine. So check out Top Flight Computers because they are bringing you everything you're seeing right here. If you've got a meat space race car, check out Advanced Racing Development. Of course, Yokohama tires, not just for your race car, not just because they're the official tire of the 24 Hours of Lemons. We don't know why, but we're really happy they're there. Check out the Road Mangler Cup at your next Meat Space Lemons race, but also the Faith Insurance Agency, because as we just witnessed, yeetage happens. Auto, home, life, and when it does, you're going to want to make sure you're covered. Bearded Sim Racer on all your social medias, because he does more than just this level of nonsense. Way less poop jokes. Maybe that's appealing to you. Maybe it isn't. But
Maybe
you're going to
not.
see the same kind of quality camera angles and brilliant directing that you've been watching all night, despite our commentary.
Yes.
Nobody better in a production truck.
Period.
Exactly.
And of course, the 24 Hours of Lemons. Go check out a Meat Space race. Go to the YouTube. Check out the wrap-up videos, the Lemons World, the Lemons car spotting. And if you see an interesting car, put it on Instagram. Hashtag it, Lemons car spotting. You never know. Nick and Eric might be talking about your photo on the next Lemons car spotting video. I am Mental Ward. I am happily joined by the lovely Lady A. Check out her blog on Auburn on Highway. She gets to drive really cool cars like the new Supra.
Yes.
And what was and of course the Jeff just bought one. Why can't the
Hyundai Veloster N.
The Hyundai Veloster N. Yes, outstanding. So check all that stuff out. I'm so happy this is back, but I will not be able to join you guys this Friday because this Friday I will be at Autobahn. So if you're anywhere near the Chicago area, come check us out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot next week is Friday, huh?
Yes. Next week is Friday.
Friday Enduro at Barber.
Barber, yes, Alabama.
A team Enduro or a standard?
Both in this instance.
Okay, excellent. Well, because sometimes it's a mandatory.
Yeah, I think mandatory is a month or two out, I think.
Okay.
It says
mandatory
Team Enduro. Yeah, Team Enduro.
All right, so Team Enduro. Then there it is. Barber, where the traditional Lemons Meat Space season opener is in February.
Oh.
Always a fun race. The Augusta of golf course, of racetracks. Beautiful facility. Always something to see. Artwork everywhere.
Get our green jackets before you know it.
Actually, it's a great place to race, and it's a great place to watch a race because they have really clean bathrooms and really hot showers.
Oh.
So, I'm Christian Mental Ward of the Everyone Racers podcast.
I am Lady Auburnon of myself and Auburn on Highway.
I am Ron Harrington, aka the Ronster. Most of the crap I do that's anything interesting is here anyway.
Yep.
And I am the Walrus Cuckoo Cachoo.
Cuckoo indeed.
Oh, thank you all so much for coming back.
You.
We hope everyone has a safe and happy week.
Thanks for having me here, and have a good night and good yeets.
Good yeets to all. Have a good yeet week, and we'll be back Friday the 13th. This Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
For a Team Enduro at Barber. So everybody out there, take it easy. Everybody in the booth, thanks for being here tonight. Everybody out there, thanks for watching. We'll see you on Friday.
And as Sissy would say, this has been a Lemons production. Boo, boo, boo.
Night all.